Welcome back, everyone, to another exciting night of Dice and Paper. I'm very happy to see you in good spirits, but unfortunately, before we can get into the game, we have a couple quick announcements to get through. Would you like to take it away, Isabel?
Yeah. We have merch. Buy it. You get it.
That was so sad. We have new merch.
We have new merch.
Yeah,
we have
yeah.
new merch. Guys, we have new merch. Get our merch. It's you can find links for it in the description if you're watching on YouTube, or in the panels if you're watching on Twitch.
Nate has a sweatshirt too.
Yeah, Nate, show us the sweatshirt.
Show us the sweatshirt, Nate.
It's all on the back.
No, it's not. It's on the front too.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
See how fucking
And then
cool
this
that
little
is?
tiny thing is on the front. But it's all on the
It's
back. 'cause
discreet, but it's swag, guys.
Yeah,
It's discreet.
and
Because
be
we're
honest,
the
we're not
leaders.
looking at the back
Everybody's
of the
behind us
sweatshirt.
because we're the leaders.
and you could have all of that.
Oh, yeah.
And
if
more.
You, and more.
But you're not allowed to have all of Nate. That's for me.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. D&D Beyond, everybody. We're not sponsored, but we love them. Their service is fantastic. It's the official tool set for D&D 5e. You can get it on your tablet, your smartphone, any of your devices, even though it doesn't really, you're not allowed to view your character sheet on your smartphone, which I think they should update. But whatever.
Yeah,
We're
you
not
can.
sponsored. We just really, really like their product, and we use it every single episode. It's great.
You
Thank
can
so
view your
much.
character on your smartphone.
You can.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
I've done it.
If you
Yeah.
go in, if you
Never mind. That's slander. We're being sued again.
Adrian doesn't know how D&D Beyond works.
I mean, I didn't know that. I thought you just looked at the books. Whatever.
If you go on the browser, you can. Like if you go on it.
Oh, on the
Safari,
browser. I meant
your
on the
phone.
app.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, on the app. All right. Over to you, Nate.
So tabletop audio lets you listen to all the cool music, sound effects, noises, everything that we do in the show. Over
very-
to you, Buster.
It's very cool. And if you guys are checking out the stream after we're live, make sure to check us out live. It's 7 to 11 every Friday. We stream a lot on Twitch, Dice and Paper. And if you guys are checking us out live, make sure to check out the previous episodes at Dice and Paper on YouTube.
Chuck us an out.
And I have an itch on my nose that I just can't reach.
Adrian, that literally could be us.
It could be us, couldn't it?
Right?
But we're
I have
not that weird.
I have nobody to hug.
More. So
Though.
Up.
It's very
You got
sad.
it.
Okay.
Anyway. Last week on Dice and Paper, our heroes, we met Valia's patron for the first time,
Sylvie.
Sildren, the
Oh.
Silver Dragon.
Didn't even know his own
Grandpa.
patron.
And almost immediately following that revelation, Busto was stabbed by a falling terrorist and poisoned by, I think we called it taproot poison.
Yes. I took some of that, right?
You did take some of that. And our heroes regrouped back at Duke Ellington's to barter for a few moments before setting off to take post on the wall of Peak Villa in an epic battle against a frost giant and his legions of cold. Our heroes prevailed, though one of them did turn into a sheep temporarily.
Oh yeah, Cal Walloon in action, best character, favorite.
And when we last left our heroes, they had received a very large sum of money from Duke Ellington and a mysterious gift. But that is not what we will be talking about today. Because I think you should know. Hope can only take you so far. Today, lonely children embark on a journey to heal a wound given quite early in our childhood. Welcome back, everyone, to tonight's episode of Dice and Paper. excited for tonight's episode.
That made me dizzy.
That made-
Nobody knows what happened except for us.
It doesn't matter
We don't need to talk about it.
because we know.
Yes.
Nothing.
Anyway,
What happened?
Nothing.
so
Kind of weird.
Holy shit.
did you get lightheaded from dancing?
Yeah. I was head bobbing.
Today, we return to a familiar blue figure. Fortunately, no, it is not you, Busto.
Ryan, when he doesn't have sex. Sorry. It was a blue balls joke. He's so small that it would cover his entire body.
That's okay. 9
Bad
minutes.
joke.
9
Good
minutes.
joke.
Bad you.
You can't tell a joke, not even wait a beat, and then explain it was a blue ball joke. Like, that doesn't check out at
I just
all.
need 9 minutes in. We're already making fun of me,
We're making fun of your dead character.
which is I take it personally.
It's very sad.
Even worse, honestly.
Rest in peace.
No.
Rest in pepperoni, Orion.
2018,
No.
2019.
Today we see Valia Truth, a now quite wanted figure in Diorum, 10 months after the events of last episode. Strolling down the open streets of Diorum on a mission to find the other tiefling of the party, Cal Wayloon. So, Valia is currently out around where your house would be located. So he's out in the southwestern slum, or she's out in the southwestern slums, a
Something I
little
don't know
bit
about my
past.
character?
What?
Is there something I don't know about my character?
No, sorry.
going on?
A little bit past Patel's Fineries, heading towards what was the name of your bar again? I'm sorry.
The Crescent Moon.
Heading towards the Crescent Moon. So,
That's the full moon.
Cal, just out of curiosity, just for the sake of convenience, we're gonna say you're in your house at this
In my
moment.
barrel.
It maybe Valia has come by a couple times to try and find you, but this would be when you were there. Well,
Finally.
when Valia, do you think you would have knocked going in? Out of curiosity, no.
I'm writing on a piece of paper.
Yeah. So, from where you're sitting, Cal, sort of abruptly, you hear someone pop open the lid of that barrel and descend down a couple rungs of the ladders. And looking up, you see Valia sort of awkwardly with her goat feet coming down the ladder to presumably talk to you.
Hey.
Hello. It's been a little bit.
Yeah.
Seen your face out on the streets. And I don't mean actually you. I've seen pictures of your face with money under them.
It's because I'm wanted. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Probably should remedy that a little bit.
misunderstandings mostly.
I totally understand you. Misunderstandings, yes.
100%
Never
misunderstandings.
did anything wrong at all.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I need your help, Cal. Actually,
you need my help
I
with?
need the whole group's help. I kind of have a mission.
Just a mission.
Well, yeah, there's a point to it, but yeah.
Okay, what would you like me to do?
Have you heard of the Lunar Knight?
No?
He's a vigilante of sorts. He's been interfering with my business.
In what way?
If I, I'm sending my courier out to meet an informant, he might beat him up. I know of a few other groups, sort of like ours. He's been killing people. He's wanted.
What is your business?
We need to track him down.
And that's you wanting to track him down?
Not really. I mean, yes, it would help me out a lot, but I'm kind of hired.
By who?
This is the part you may not like.
Now, Val, I'm not going to do a job if I don't know my employer.
I'm about to tell you. Ellington?
I have no gripe with that man at the moment. He's in a position of power. He uses it incorrectly, but
If we do this for him, I think that might change.
what do you mean?
I mean, he owes me a favor or two if I do this successfully. Which means he owes us a favor or two.
That's true. Okay. We might as well go get the others because
That was the plan, yes. And I have my My friend Olaf is waiting upstairs.
In
He's a snowman.
Yep.
Hey, are we just playing copyright bingo at this point?
Pretty much.
Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, yeah.
Ratatouille, Frozen. We just like Pixar.
Ratatouille
Yeah.
And
is,
Disney.
Ratatouille is ours now.
Yeah.
Ratatouille. Yeah, we own
Just so we're
Ratatouille.
clear.
We've said it enough, and now
Anyone
it belongs
can-
to us.
Yeah.
Steal a movie.
Anyone can cook.
Anyone can cook as well.
This is advanced pirating.
Yeah.
This is we stole the rights
Yeah,
to the
we-
movie.
Yeah. Do y'all remember the "you wouldn't steal whatever" commercial?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
All
Yes,
the
we would,
movies?
actually. We
Yeah,
would steal a
We
movie.
did. Yeah.
We're working on stealing Disney, but you know that's a bit tricky.
We'll get there.
That's how we're gonna get sued.
So, yeah, how about you go ahead? I got something to finish up. I'll be with you in a minute.
I'll just be outside.
All right, sounds good.
Go outside with Olaf. Olaf Hale.
Don't say his name is Hale. Really? God damn it.
Yep. Olaf. What? Wait. What?
Hale.
Oh my god.
Olaf Snow.
Yeah. So Valia, you head back out of the barrel. And
Just sounds so weird.
no, it does sound really funny. And into the sort of side little alleyway where you kind of are just waiting and maybe inspecting some of the wanted posters lying around.
Yeah.
And after a few moments, you hear the door creak open and Cal comes walking out of the bar, and sort of just looks up at you expectantly.
Full beard still.
Full beard.
Gotta keep
Is it
that
grown?
beard. No, I'd say keep it to a good tuft. You know, like a couple inches out. Just keep it like that. Trim it down. I'm actually trimming it so it's like a little bit.
You gonna have a Lincoln beard?
No.
That'd be funny.
That would be funny.
I'd buy the top hat.
All right. So
Your call, Busto or Nick?
let's go find Nick first. We know where Busto is. We don't know exactly where Nick is.
This is true. You'd know better than I would, either way.
Where is she?
Where is Nick right now?
My guess is like probably just hanging out in an inn or someplace. Like I've been traveling a lot, but
Okay.
Convenience says I just got back.
Convenience says. Do you suppose it would be an inn particularly near where Cal is staying? Or is it just kind of off in another section of the city?
I would say it's closer. It's like a nice inn, but it's closer to Val's sewers. I have sort of kept an eye on her a little bit.
Okay. So there's this place called All Ye Needy, which is in the southwestern slums
All
a
you
bit.
needy?
All Ye Needy.
Oh,
That's cute.
All you
funny.
needy.
I like that.
It's a lot closer to where the Drainway, one of the main entrances. You know, I'd say actually, this place actually has an entrance to the Drainway down in the like wine cellar, probably behind like or maybe through a fake barrel, kind of like Cal's. And I'd say you're just sort of relaxing in one of the rooms, maybe working on some personal project when do
We
they
walk in through the saloon doors. Look around. Everyone looks at us.
when actually I'd say they're not the ones to knock at your door. You actually just you're kind of hanging out and you just hear a and opening it, you see it's this woman Jennifer Dillon who's the one who gave you the room in the first place. And she kind of looks at you for a second and goes, "Oh, you got a bunch of you got some folks out here looking for you. Do you know a Cal and Valia?"
Maybe. Do they look like bastards?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, I know them.
And she goes, "All right, you just come this way."
We have a good
Um,
team.
And she leads you back to a moderately annoyed-looking Cal and Valia who had been stopped in the lobby and prevented from coming to get you themselves.
Hey team,
Hello.
what's going on?
I think we have something we should do as a team. How about you explain it, Val?
Well, there's this man called vigilante type called the Lunar Knight. Have you heard of him? No? We're clear on that? No? Okay. He's been interfering with not just the criminal activity, also just the gods are after him too. He's been everywhere. Killing.
Gods?
the gods, me.
Not gods. Guards.
Guards? Oh, right, your accent. Sorry.
He's been killing,
He's freaking
stealing, just a thorn in my side and a lot of other people's. And I've been hired to stop him.
By who?
I'm gonna kind of look at Cal like,
It's okay, you can tell her.
Duke Ellington.
Uh-huh. Is that it?
Pretty much.
Have
How
you
much
ever...
are we getting paid?
Yeah. How much are we getting paid?
Well, we freed 2 of his slaves.
How
We're
much
freeing
are...
2 of his slaves.
No, we already have.
How much are we getting paid?
Money-wise,
Yes.
it could save us a lot of money.
Are you saying
Hey,
that
hey,
you...
Nick, listen.
Oh my god.
Wait. Us doing this job, like we said before, is us getting closer to Ellington, the person that we both agree should not be in that position of power. So we might as well do it. Do it for our friend.
Yeah, I could pay you.
You don't need to pay
I don't
us.
want your money. You're like a kid. My question is, though, have you ever seen the guy that you're being hired to murder?
Flashes of him here and there. He wears a dark cloak. All I really know. But I do think I know how to get him out in the open.
Yeah, but like, you know, like.
Those aren't words, Nick.
Okay, but like, you know, like,
Not until you
Are
tell
you
me.
asking, what are you asking?
is he
hot.
cute?
Yeah. How did
I
I know?
literally miss you so much. You knew. Yeah.
Maybe.
You can't see the face. You don't. No, and you have nothing to go off of.
No.
How
This
are
is
we
just gonna
gonna
be
find?
fantastic.
I'd say
We can stage a heist.
what's their sliding percent? Who's the hottest of the called? Out of
Oh,
curiosity.
fuck you. Everybody's gonna say the same thing. Me. Everybody's gonna say me, and me.
Yeah, everyone thinks
All right.
that they're cute.
Okay, I'm like I think of myself as Thor.
I'm the only one who isn't
Except
affected by
red.
age.
Yeah.
The only one we can't say is Val,
So
'cause
he's
she's
somewhere
underage.
between a Poggith
No, I'm 18
and
now.
a Fury. I don't know.
That's a very
completely
large
fucking
spectrum.
ugly to the most beautiful thing on the planet.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Maybe,
Trevor.
maybe
From a
like
scale to 1 to
But how
10.
can you tell how hot somebody is when you can't see their face?
From a scale to 1 to 10, they're definitely on it.
D20,
That's-
isn't
yeah.
it D30?
Yeah.
we need to resolve this. Everyone roll. Does
No.
everyone have a D30?
Do I get plus 20?
That's what it is. From a scale to 1 to 10, they're
we
definitely
need to know
on it.
who's the hottest in the called.
15.
Can I get-
That's a good medium.
I think I gotta roll
Let
more.
Nick roll.
I got 28.
I'm definitely
28.
hotter.
Oh,
I'm
so
hotter
proud
than
of you.
fucking.
I got 14.
We're-
We're the same.
Oh, so, I'm sorry.
Hey!
I
What
thought
Busto?
you were-
We have to know how hot
Mediocre,
Busto is.
but at
11.
least we're
11.
I'm the
So-
hottest of the
But Cal-
call.
No,
So-
Cal I thought was really good.
I mean-
Fuck you.
You would think that.
No, he's low.
No, like, I'm
I don't
really
need
serious.
to. I don't. He's dead. He's a corpse. He's
Yeah.
nothing.
Okay.
He's a
So
zero.
he's
Some people
between
might
a
find him
Busto.
attractive.
He's somewhere between a Busto and a Valia in terms of
I'm the
hotness.
hottest of the call.
How? What was you?
11.
Oh, you suck.
And I got a 28.
Well, he's
I mean,
like
Busto, you're like a big
giant.
marshmallow.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to be with you?
That's true.
In my defense, I did live in the woods for
This is
200
true.
years.
Hygiene on point.
And there was a
Yeah.
certain other role that Busto did quite. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Moving
yeah,
on.
yeah.
I forgot about that.
Okay.
For
No.
those of you watching at home,
Anyway.
So we might as well go get Busto now. I mean, if you don't want to do this, I understand, but we're getting closer to it.
No, I totally want to do this. I just have like some questions, some genuine questions.
yeah.
If you're hired to do this and you're not getting paid money, what are you getting?
I'm getting the slaves for one thing.
She's clearing up an issue that she's having with her own business.
I'm not fucking 5 years old. You can tell me what it is.
I'm getting a
I
promise.
don't know what it is.
I'm asking you.
I'm getting a promise.
Of what?
He's going to help me.
Do what?
We're starting a bit of a rebellion against the Emperor,
Okay. And
and it wouldn't be a bad idea to have a rich guy with a bunch of people on hand, on our side.
Okay, second question. Can I bring my salamander?
You can always bring the salamander.
Sure, but no promises.
I highly doubt this
be
person's
okay.
going to try to kill your salamander.
Yeah, okay. If he's
They
if
don't
he's
seem that low, to be honest.
if he's actually hot,
We
he
don't know it's a
wouldn't
he.
kill a salamander. If they're actually hot, they would not kill a salamander.
I'm the hottest in the call.
That's creepy. She's underage.
I'm 18 now, bitch.
Fuck! It's another no.
No.
Yeah.
Wait.
10 months is not a whole year.
No,
We
it's
don't- you're-
20 months. 20
you're-
months total.
Yes, 20 months total, but she was already 16, went to 17.
What if
It
my
might-
What if my
you
birthday
might
was the
be
next month? What if my
also-
birthday was next month?
You might be really,
This is
really
so
close.
weird. This is the worst conversation we've had on our podcast.
I would say you're like 17 and
No, because if I was 16 and then we went to the
Streamlabs crash, please. Save us.
I'm the hottest 18-year-old in the
That's
world.
another brain. All right,
Not
let's go.
quite.
Okay.
In the call, I got a 28. I got a close.
So
The call, yes.
you guys head
That's not
back
canon.
towards the college, where you know Busto will be waiting.
And this time it's just covered in vines. There's a giant hole in the side of the fucking tower.
There's just a crater.
There isn't even a college anymore.
No, you push past the entrance to the oh my god, what is the name? I'm a terrible DM. Brickton College of the Arcane, and wind back up that spiral hallway. And you find actually it's not exactly in good shape this time, but it seems like the calder vines have been trimmed back somewhat. And there is moderately less commotion. People are still giving it a bit of a wide berth. But inside you see Busto has the room been cleaned at all?
Yes.
The room has been cleaned a little bit, and there's still these sort of stacks of books, but they've all been moved to the edge to make room for Busto in this little circle in the center of the room where he seems to be in meditation of some sort. Well, Wolfie, you assume, as a raven, sort of hops from stack to stack, occasionally flitting back and forth across the room above him.
Hello.
Busto! Hi! Oh my god, I missed you so much. Can you open your eyes?
He's meditating.
Hello, Nick.
How long have you been meditating, Busto?
Weather report. A day.
I'm so proud of you. I hope you get better
job.
soon.
Thank you.
Anyway,
How's the neck feel?
A little better.
Sounds good. We have something we need help with.
okay, first of all, I have something that I need help with. Give me a hug! Yeah.
Nate, you're
Simulated hug.
You guys have to hug now, so it makes it all the
That's
way.
so complete.
Yep, you have to hug. Please hug.
Please
Hand hug,
do it.
hand hug.
Do it for us.
That's not a hand hug.
What is a hand hug?
that.
That's a bad.
Nobody can see it on camera.
From
But
up
they
on
hug.
from up on his stack of books,
He
Wolfie
smells.
kind of just down at your group as they come
Ah!
in.
Oh,
He gives you kind of a rude glare.
Wuss.
I don't like birds. Cal's scared of birds, remember?
Oh shit, I forgot that's a problem.
Just from his experiences, he doesn't like birds anymore.
So what's
PTSD
going
with
on, man? How's it been? I haven't seen you in forever.
I've been at the academy, learning.
How's the reading going?
Good.
Good.
Better now, actually.
Really?
I understand the alphabet 100% now,
Wow, that's a big step up.
So proud of
That's a
you.
big step.
including semicolons.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I love
That's
you.
fantastic, Busto. Okay, back to what we were saying before, though. We need your help with something, or Val needs your help with something. We're kind of tagging along.
I understand.
Do you need to know what it is, or are you just gonna say yes?
Buster's just getting up, grabbing a staff,
All right, let's go.
flinging it over.
Should have come to you
Wolfie
first.
Wolfie jumps off one of the stacks of books, swoops down, and lands right on your shoulder.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you,
cool.
thank you. I was just thinking that.
Birds, man, so scary. I really love the idea that the calls sometimes make bird noises to scare cows.
That is 100%
He's like the most
canon.
serious
Happens,
out of
yeah.
everybody. He like tries to chill out the most. He's like the most dark out of everybody. This. Oh fuck.
Birds, man. God, it's so scary. All right.
I need to let Doberman know I am leaving.
There's somebody named Doberman.
Arceus.
Arceus?
He is the Archmage of the
Oh.
school.
Is it a dog?
No.
You
Okay.
wish it was a dog.
What?
Fucking got him.
Roast? Okay. Well, tell Doberman, and we'll be outside waiting.
Okay. Doberman!
Before you guys even leave, he just starts yelling. Did you get up, or are you still in the room?
I'm up. I'm up now. I'm just like trimming one last calder vine,
Yeah.
burning the end of it maybe, and just screaming.
No, you know what? That's a good point. You've probably done this. So yeah, no, I'd say Busto yells out, and a second later you hear the very distinguished Archmage just go, "What?"
I'm leaving.
For a while?
Valia, for a while?
Maybe a day?
Maybe a day.
3 days.
He knows.
All right, Busto,
Just
just
doesn't know days.
put the cap back on the boggyworts before you go.
Okay.
He knows the English language, but I think he needs to know
Boggyworts?
the number system.
The hell's a boggywort? Tell me.
It's like a.
Shut up.
It's like a small angry imp.
I love that.
That's great. That's the best
And
name.
make
Like-
sure to take care of the drakes.
How long have they been gone for?
I
No,
shouldn't have
you
gone
can
back.
say that.
Wait, did they
I'll
just
say he
fly
yells back.
away?
He's like, "I'll toss more food into the walls."
Thank
Wow.
you.
All right.
I really need to get them.
I know, Busto. And at this point, I'd say he kind of pokes his head around because you're fairly near the top, so he only has to come down the hallway a little.
Yeah.
He pokes his head out the edge, and you see this tall, very, very elven-looking guy with this, like this big cowl over the top of his head with slits for his ears to
Oh,
stick
that's
out.
cute. That's cute.
And he looks over to you, Busto, real quick, and he just goes, "Yeah, we do need to get them back in check soon, I suppose." Goes, "Oh, it's a pleasure to meet." And I'd say actually seeing you guys, he kind of perks up and he runs over, and he goes, and like goes to shake your hands and kind of goes down the line. He says, "Oh, it's a pleasure to meet the Called. I've heard a lot about you from Busto, and a few
Yeah.
students talk about you from time to time. You really made a splash, a little while back."
That
Well, thank
is
you. That
sick.
means a lot.
He says, "And Busto here he's a
Valuable member.
he is a good asset
Yeah.
to our college."
Thank you, Doberman.
Yeah, he sort of puts out a hand and rests it on your shoulder, looks at you for a second, before glancing sideways into your room and goes, "The buggyworts are gone."
Wolfie.
He's just just eating in the corner.
Arcus just sort of rubs his forehead and goes, "All right, I'll go make sure the drakes didn't eat them. See you around, Busto."
Thank you.
And he starts running, pulling out like his wand, and you see this like arcane fire start to build as he charges up the hallway away from you. And so you guys head out of the college and back onto the streets, where I'd assume Valia begins to explain sort of what she plans to do, right? Would this be a good time?
Sure.
What's
Okay.
happening here?
So, Ellington wanted us to stage a heist or something and somehow get it out. My idea was me and
What do you mean? Wait for him to come to the.
yeah, we don't know where to look for him. He could be. We just know he's in Durham, and
Them.
Durham is obviously big.
Yes.
I was thinking Nick, just because of
If he
how
is
charismatic she is. We could go into a bar and just start talking, and
That
one of
sounds
us maybe slips up where something's going down tonight.
Oh,
And
okay.
then I'll report back to Ellington while you guys get ready. We'll find a spot. And
I think we should all go to. We should not split up.
if he is
I,
a vigilante, he may be in the slums.
that's a good place to look.
Is he like a high-profile
Let's-
vigilante or
He's
like a...
he's he's wanted pretty with a high bounty, right?
Fairly high.
The gods have definitely recognized him, and the criminal underground definitely recognized him.
So he might not be
What?
in the slums unless he's
He could be anywhere. He's attacked mostly in Durham and even a few miles outside of
What do you
Durham.
mean attacked?
I mean, there have been murders, burnings.
What does this person do?
He mostly targets criminals. Interrupt me if I say anything wrong. He mostly targets criminals. But even just the way he does it is just sickening. Like, I sent one of my couriers, Sage, out to meet my contact, and he made it to the gates and just was beaten to a pulp.
What does this?
If you'd like to make an insight check, now would be the moment for it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. That's a 14. Yeah, not really good.
Yeah, that was bad.
He's maybe not
Exaggerating.
like lying about the events, but he's definitely trying to skew towards a particular perspective.
I am?
A little. We talked about this a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I've never heard of this person specifically, but I've heard of
Where-
specific events.
Where are we exactly? Like right now? Are there wanted posters around?
What's
Yeah, you're
Can I
up
just
in the
point to
top
one
of the
and
city.
assume he's on there?
what's everyone's passive perception?
I
Low?
don't know.
14.
Mine's like 17.
10.
All right.
You're like 23 or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
mine's-
I'm trying to do a sleight of hand check. One
Oh.
person. I'm just looking at Cal and Nick and just. You probably wouldn't have seen it because I rolled 13.
I have a 10, so I wouldn't see
Let
it.
it happen? Like,
Yeah.
let-
That's basically what I'm communicating.
Okay.
Okay.
It's, no matter where you stand, good, bad, no matter what, it wouldn't be bad if this guy was off the streets.
So, get this. She knows literally all that about him and she doesn't even know if he's cute or not.
Okay, well, what I think we should do is
Priorities.
we should not split up. We should all go to some
I-
pubs around the slums and figure
Yes,
stuff out.
I need to report back to Ellington once we do that.
Yes, afterwards, but we can all go to report back to
I don't
Ellington.
know if that's the best idea.
Why not? We're all supposed to be working on this
I
together.
feel like he doesn't really like us. When I went to speak to him, he didn't seem very happy to see me. So if we all go, I don't know how excited he'd be exactly.
What can he do if he wants this job done, though?
Not a lot, but I've
We're the
learned
only
that
people that will do it for him, so we might as well not complain.
this is true, but I've learned that whoever hires me, it's better to keep them in a good state of mind than a bad one, no
Well, he's
matter
not
what.
going to be there for long, so.
I've also learned that when I want to call someone a bitch, I really have to do it, and I think I need to call him a bitch.
That would
I
really
I-
piss him
I
off.
think he likes how forward you are. Straight up.
We can all go, but I really
I
don't
think we
think
should.
it's a good idea.
We should all go as a team.
Right.
That's what we're here for, isn't it?
Yes, but there's stuff to do back here anyway.
Wait, I have another question. Are we supposed to murder the vigilante, or are we just supposed to lock him
That's
up
a good question.
We're supposed to bring him back,
to
Ellington.
Duke bitch?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That checks out.
Sounds good.
He basically said, bring him back. He doesn't have to be in one piece. That's
Yeah,
kind
we
of
can bring
the-
him back dead or alive.
Do we know how
Oh,
easy this
nice.
is going to be? Seems like they've done quite a bit of damage. Again, we don't know. if
I'm
it is
assuming
man.
it'll be easier than
That's true.
killing a frost giant and his army,
Maybe. We don't know.
and we've already done that once.
Alright,
And now we're all together.
let's go to the
Plus
slums.
Olaf.
Plus Olaf. Wait, where's
is
Olaf? Who
Olaf?
is
He's with
this
us.
guy?
Yeah.
Who is
Well,
he?
who
Can
is
you
he?
can you give us a quick rundown of
Oh
Olaf?
yeah, Olaf.
He's
He's
just
a,
been following us
he's a
around.
guy.
Completely
He's a
silent.
human. I've been working on his character sheet actually in case something happens. He's a human.
He's gonna die.
He looks like Will Smith. The only reason he looks like Will Smith is because I had to find a picture,
Hold on.
and it was
No,
it was
no.
That's
Dude.
hot. That's hot.
That's not.
He's gotta be fucking what's the name of the
genie from Aladdin?
the genie species in
Jin.
no, there's a
Genasi.
genie bread.
Genasi.
Genasi. He's gotta be Genasi.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gotta be a blue Genasi, please.
Hold on for a second.
Please, water Genasi.
I'm gonna get it. I'm getting the picture up.
You ain't
Can
never
he
had a
be?
friend- oh,
Because
fuck,
I
we're
am
talking
literally
about it again.
picturing the blue Will
Blue
Smith
Will
genie
We
now.
talk about Disney movies way too much.
We do. That's a problem.
Doesn't that kind of look like Will Smith?
Yes, it's actually kind of
let
does.
me see.
Now that's not the point. Change him to a Gen.
we'll look at it.
No,
in a
it's
little
fine.
bit. Yeah, it's
He's Will Smith. I'm literally just it's
It's
Will
Will
Smith.
Smith.
I'm not gonna try and do an impression of Will Smith. Okay?
Olaf
That's
was like from West Philadelphia.
Born and raised.
Continue.
Spent most of his days on the playground.
Yeah. So what's Olaf's deal? Is he
You know.
tall, fat, short, thin? Is he just Will Smith?
He was West Philadelphia.
Is it just Will Smith? Like,
He's Will Smith with a rapier.
I'm picturing just like.
doesn't Will Smith have a rapier in real life?
Yeah.
Probably.
Of course,
Will
he does.
Smith.
What kind of question
Okay,
is
for
that?
his 50th birthday, he jumped out of a plane. All right,
Okay.
he's a badass. Okay, sorry. He jumped out of something in the
To the
air.
Grand Canyon.
All right. So it's just Will Smith.
Can I just say one thing?
Olaf is Will Smith.
He's a badass.
I'm more
Okay.
so picturing like a paper cutout of Will Smith.
Just walks around.
just like,
Just like
Valley's
a
got a
levitate
stick.
spell.
yeah.
It's actually just like a little goblin.
Oh, yeah,
holding
with
a
the-
stick.
Actually, if you think about it, Will Smith is Olaf because Olaf was first.
What?
You're saying he's talking about timelines.
Timelines.
Ignore him.
Wait,
Ignore-
are you
Olaf
are
is
you
first.
suggesting
Yeah,
that,
we
way
live in
back in the
Earth.
past.
Yeah,
that
he's suggesting
D&D
that
happened just like a bunch of years ago?
Yep.
D&D was like before.
You guys didn't know
Julius
D&D was-
Caesar. They're at our walls. Roll initiative.
Oh yeah, happy Ides of March.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, and happy late Pi Day.
True.
Oh,
Happy
yeah.
late
One day
Friday.
late.
Anyway,
Shut up.
Okay, so I got a Will
So-
Smith NPC.
so Will
Okay.
Smith is here. I feel like I need to
Everything he
end.
says is that's hot.
I need to end every description of
Will
this
Smith.
world with. Oh, and Will Smith is there, by
Yeah.
the way.
Please do.
It's just, people are just getting autographs from
The
Will
dragon
Smith.
He's a
Swoops in
doctor. He's
with
a
Will Smith.
prince. He's a genie. He's everything.
We have gotten off track.
Okay,
Yes.
let's get back.
Where are we?
Will Smith.
You're talking about what we're
God.
doing, but we need to go to the bars now, to the pubs.
Yeah.
Let's go
My
towards the
idea
slums.
was Nick and I could go in just because
Yeah, but me and Busto can make a little bit of a ruckus. Figure out.
outside.
How about you guys spread the word of the job? We'll figure out who this person is.
Or you could also look for a place that we could do this.
We'll do both.
Okay. I'll send Olaf with you.
No, you can take Olaf.
No, Olaf seems like
I
Olaf
feel
would be
like-
good in a fight.
No, I feel like you guys can take Olaf.
Okay, Olaf, you go with them.
I don't want Olaf to go.
Olaf kind of looks back between you and goes, I don't. Where do I go?
With them. No, Olaf listens to me.
Yeah, okay. He's sort of just
19
like,
intimidation.
to get him
I'm
to-
his fucking leader.
Okay, this
Olaf.
dice
Yeah,
is
no,
not-
Olaf just after a minute goes, alright, Valia is telling me I should probably be with you, so. Yeah.
Olaf!
Yeah?
Where were you?
If you are going to follow us, please stay behind. We do not want you to get hurt.
Well, Valia said to go with them, so.
I know, but you're going to get hurt.
If you're going to follow us, keep it a couple paces behind us.
Yeah.
Watch
Valia. is-
our
just-
back.
Protect them if you need. What?
Watch our back, even though I will see.
he goes, alright,
They're nicer than they sound.
It's just like, alright, I'll stay a couple paces down. I'm gonna get a drink, though. Alright.
Hold on.
He just
I
goes,
hug Olaf.
he just sort of walks over to you guys and just sort of like awkwardly stands there, like like he doesn't seem to quite know it. He's like,
All right, couple paces back. Come
He's
on,
like
Busto, let's
that
go.
kid who's trying to get into the popular kids.
Yeah.
He's
He's
like,
like pulling his collar.
yeah,
up.
it's like,
Oh, I finished his character.
yeah, cool.
All right.
Yeah,
so,
this is, yeah.
so, Busto, let's go find a pub where we think we could get some information
So
on this
bad.
person. So I
Okay.
think we're doing some sort of job. We gotta find some place that looks particularly affluent, right?
Let's
Some place
do-
that's pretty rich.
Let's rob the college.
Robbing?
Do you think?
I will tell Doberman.
That's not a bad idea. We won't have to get in anyone's. No bad blood at
We
all.
will no hurt anyone.
We'll do it after this, okay? Let's go get some information first. Actually, can you send Wolfie with a note? Just do that. And then let's hope he says yes.
In the most hastily, shittily written letter, Busto sends out Wolfie to go to Doberman, something that he's already done quite a bit.
yeah, Wolfie grabs it in one talon, gives you a quick bird call, and then just takes off across the city.
Christ.
And yeah, he takes off, and Cal kind of startles. And then a second later, Wolfie makes a big arc and comes right past your head, and then flies
I
off.
dive away into the street somewhere and I like slam my head into a cart. All right.
You just hear a very distant.
1d4 damage.
I would do it too. Do you want me to do it? I slam my head into a cart.
Sure.
Good God.
Bludgeoning.
1d4 minus 1.
1.
Dazed.
I have a splinter.
Alright, so you guys are going to pub. You guys are going.
To
Is
the
everyone
pub.
going to pub?
Everyone's
Pretty
going to a
much.
pub. We're just
Okay.
going to a different pub.
So,
we
oh, you're
really
going to
are
two different pubs?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were doing. He wanted us to
Okay.
split up.
Each one of us needs to talk to a bartender.
So are you going affluent pub or slums pubs?
I'm gonna go to a
Whichever
slums
one-
pub. Slums.
There's two notable taverns in the southwestern slums.
Nobody make a decision. Tell them the names.
There's one called the Broken Tap, and the other's called the Checkered Mare.
Checkered Mare.
Broken tap.
Broken
Yeah,
tap
that
sounds.
works.
Yeah, sounds pretty.
We'll go to the
not
Checkered Mare.
affluent to me. And
They're
checkers.
both not affluent. They're
Okay.
both in the
Oh,
slums.
okay.
We'll go to the Checkered Mare.
We'll
and
go to the
they'll
Broken
go to the
Tap.
Broken Tap.
All right.
It's the two girls and then
Pretty
two guys.
cool.
That's who you're pairing with.
It's hard to make.
Oh,
names
so
in
you guys are okay?
Yeah.
Sure.
two little girls.
Is
two
anyone
big boys.
particularly interested in being
Yeah.
the focus
Meeny,
first?
meeny, miny, mo.
We'll be the first. We're gonna
Alright.
do worse. So.
And they're with Olaf's with them.
Aw.
And you're going to the Broken
We're
Tap?
not. Yeah, we're
with
not as
Olaf?
charismatic.
Yeah.
With Olaf, yeah, he can be way behind us though.
All right. Yeah.
Olaf
So
deserves
Before
to go
we go
first.
though, I need to talk to Busta.
Can I just say one last thing?
yeah,
This
you've
is
run
sort
out of time.
meta.
Sorry, you don't get to say anything anymore.
And
No, go
we're
ahead.
done.
What's up, Arthur?
Time.
I was gonna. This is not really meta, but I would have told Wolfie to follow them
Okay.
once he comes back.
That's true. You guys have Will Smith, so
Exactly.
Olaf Hale is Will Smith.
So
He's actually writing that down. I want to let everyone know.
yes, he is.
I always write that stuff down.
So
so yeah,
Busta-
your group splits off, and you had they're kind of in opposite paths.
Okay.
The Checkered Mare is near the wall of the inner city, and the Broken Tap is off near the edge of the slums. So you guys are walking down
Like the edge towards outer city, or right up against the wall.
the edge. This is all outside of the wall since you're in the southwestern
Yeah.
slums.
But
so
is
the
it
edge
closer to the wall or closer to the farmland?
closer to the farmland.
Okay. It's right on the edge.
It's like near the end of where the buildings are.
Okay.
There's one thing you would notice just right off the bat with Busto. He's looking up a lot more.
Oh,
He's
okay.
looking like vertical a lot.
Dun, dun, dun.
He
Just
runs into a couple of people.
Busto's got some neck muscles that have been torn, so his neck actually like tilts up now.
He literally
I'm like a
can't stop
giraffe
moving.
now.
Yeah, when they were giving him surgery, they accidentally made his neck
Oh
longer.
God, no.
So, Busto, I think. I mean, I'm all for doing this, but I have quite a worry about Val's opinions on things.
I agree.
I don't know if she. I don't know, maybe this person isn't as bad as she's saying, because it seems to me like she's forcing it a tiny bit. Just for a favor.
I think so too, but I think Valia is very driven in her ways. She is very young, but she has drive. She has a goal. I admire this, but I'm also worried for. I feel she may be going down a bad path.
I agree. I don't want to do anything stupid like I did. I mean, she's already done quite a bit, but nothing more.
Call her out, I guess.
I don't think.
She's fucking wanted.
So is
Oh, one to
everyone.
talk.
We literally
I
all
know.
like-
That's why I said. I was saying I didn't want you to be like me.
I think what's mostly important is to play devil's advocate. To truly talk about what exactly is the mission of the call.
Yeah. I feel like we all agree pretty much on the same thing. We all agree that some people are in a position they don't deserve to be in. But there's a way about doing it, and that's why we stopped the people before, right?
The only question is, are we willing to trade the evils of now to rid the evils of the future?
It's gonna take me a second to decipher.
Yeah, Cal kind of just looks
He's so
confused for a moment.
He's so cryptic because he's
Yeah.
dumb, but he doesn't mean it.
Yeah. He's
But
dumb, but
it's
he-
smart,
oh
it's smart.
God.
It's actually like splash damage confusion. You see a couple people just like standing around,
Ah!
just kind of just they look confused and then they like look around like they don't understand why.
Everyone takes 2d12 psychic. Yeah, I feel like our concern is always the future. The people under us, you know? So, I'm willing to do anything.
Now we just have to see if the people are willing to do their fair share.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because I looked over and Emily has had her headphones on backward for the last half an hour, and I just looked over and I went like this, and she flips it around and goes.
Also, Busto, is there any way you could, like, druid craft me a little bit of a dagger? I seem to have lost mine or left it at home.
I can try.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can't exactly craft.
Basically, like a wooden letter opener.
It's more of a wooden like stake,
So
like
I
a
would
pike.
pull vampires, fantastic.
Yeah, it would be
Okay,
great
that's
on
good, yeah.
vampires. I mean, he does come out at night. Might be a vampire.
Oh my god. The Lunar Knight's a vampire?
That would be pretty cool.
At least
Where's
it won't
Buffy?
look like a natural splinter.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Thank you, Busto. Better get going.
So, after a little bit of walking, you find yourself outside of this almost like greenhouse-shaped wooden building. It's almost like a bread box. Like it's just this big curved top, and then just set in like saloon doors in the front. And you can kind of tell why it's at the edge of town, where it basically seems like it was built here so that people could break shit without having too many repercussions. There's just these holes in the wall. There is just a scattering of broken chairs all around in this ring around the bar. But crossing over this and popping the door open, you walk into honestly what appears to be a fairly nice looking tavern. There's a small crowd milling around. It's a bit early in the day for like the real folks to show up, but there's this kind of like semicircle bar down at one end, and then a scattering of these little round tables leading up to the front where you have just walked in.
Alright, Busto, you go talk to the bartender. I'll try to find somebody that looks like they'll have some information. Trevor, I have a question.
Yeah.
I want to find somebody that looks like they would like the Lunar Knight, and then I want to find somebody who looks like they would dislike the Lunar Knight and get both of their
You
opinions.
can tell people's opinions on vigilantes just by looking at them.
Yeah, you
It's
can.
just in
You
on-
really, well, you really can. I mean, like,
You roll high enough insight.
You can go ahead and
yeah.
roll insight for me.
I'm having the worst rolls. 6 plus 7 is that number.
13.
Yeah,
I'm
13.
so bad at math. Don't.
Can I?
Don't at me.
Why is he wanted by the guards again?
The Lunar Knight?
Yeah.
Well, because he's a vigilante. He's been. I mean, if
Anybody
you
that
steal
kills
things
anybody.
from people who stole things, you're still stealing things.
Okay, and you kill a bad guy, you're still killing.
Yeah.
So here, question out of game. This person's not actually a bad person.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
They're not legal. Not
Legal?
lawful. They're not
Oh
lawful.
yeah,
but
I know that. Yeah,
It only takes one slip up, you kill a good guy.
that's true.
Anyway, would you roll an insight?
13.
13. All right. What is the metric you're using to judge this? Do you have any idea?
I'm assuming really hard criminals would dislike him, but somebody that's like just at the tavern who doesn't look like they're particularly wealthy, but's not really a criminal, would, right? Because
Okay. Yeah, I'd say you
No,
can
they're not a
see. I guess the best I could give you is there's a table with a group of people who look kind of battle scarred. They're wearing like thieves' clothes and playing cards. It's the three of them. And there's another table with this guy, like messy hair, kind of wobbly, with like what looks to be like his 8th or 9th drink of the night, just sort of,
Good God.
or of the day. Yeah, keep in mind it's also like 2 in the afternoon.
Jeez,
It's
Dane.
sort of
I'm
like
gonna go over
All
to
day.
the
he's got his drink, just sort of like
Sad
wobbling
drunk
on the
guy
table.
first.
The sad drunken guy.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
I'm
Sorry.
doing a little bit of research. I have a paper to write. Do you know anything on the Lunar Knight?
The who now?
The Lunar Knight.
Sorry. Are you the bartender?
Yes.
Rest in peace, this
Oh
guy.
yes.
Can you just tell me who the Lunar Knight is? Otherwise, I won't get you another drink.
Oh no. He goes. No, but still so drunk though.
Just tell me who he is.
Luna, is he a? Should I know him? Is around town here?
All right, see you later. I'm gonna walk over to the other table.
Yeah, you kind of leave him. And as you're walking, he goes, Are you coming back with my drink?
Sure.
Hey,
I'm just gonna
Hey.
keep walking.
hey, this man stole my drink. And you kind of hear his muttered frustration behind you as he kind of gets up and walks over to the bar to start complaining of some sort.
I'm just gonna look at the bartender and be like, "I'll have a drink."
This bartender, he's just this sort of like wiry, looks like a haystack turned into a person, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I like that.
And he just kind of looks back at you and slides the guy another drink. But walking over the table with the people playing cards, you sort of how are you approaching them?
Like I'm a rough and tumble man.
Are you coming in to play cards?
No, I'm gonna go up and lean on the table.
Last time you played cards, you did
Go ahead,
Yeah,
and
I
make,
know.
go ahead and make a performance check. my friend.
Charisma, my best stat. That's a bad roll. That's a really. I think it's 2.
You fall over.
I'm like, howdy.
Yeah, you slam down your arm like a little too hard and like knock your funny bone and kind of jump and just like tip over. one of
Wait,
their
could you
drinks.
even have like a little shriek too when he does that?
I start giggling.
And these 3 guys, they look up at you and just
a
go,
little too well.
and one of them, the one who seems to have the most money in his pile right now, just goes, "Can I help you, sir?"
Excuse me. Yeah. I'm doing a little bit of research. Do you guys know anything on the Lunar Knight?
Might have heard of him. Well, I think first things first, you spilled my friend's drink here.
I'll go buy him another one. I'm
That's
sorry
how they
about
sound.
Sure.
You just spilled my friend's drink here.
Spilled my friend's drink. Is this better? You want me to talk in this voice?
that. Stop making fun of. He's gonna smite you.
I don't care. They're badasses. They stop.
I'll buy him another one in a minute. I'm sorry about that.
All
I'm a
right.
little bit clumsy at the moment, so I have a couple in myself.
You just walked in here.
Yeah, I went to a different bar.
Roll deception.
Fuck!
You're gonna just hit.
It's cocked! It's cocked! It's cocked! Is that cocked or?
Yeah,
that's
it's
cocked.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Okay, roll again.
It's cocked.
It's a 7, but just cocked enough to call it cocked.
Yeah, it was barely cocked, but it was. It's like a 9. Deception? 9.
Just, sure you are.
I'm always a little bit drunk, to be honest.
Roll deception
I'm
again.
high on life.
What were you
That's not
asking
drunk.
about? What were you asking about again?
I want to know about the Lunar Knight.
Oh yeah, he's been in the area recently.
What
Sort
do
of.
you fellas' opinion on him?
He's a bit of a pain in the ass, I guess. You know, he's really getting himself involved where he shouldn't be.
Okay, well, I have a question for you, and don't. This is gonna be bad. Don't take this personally, and I will never put your name down on anything in my research paper, but
Your research paper.
fuck, it's not another deception check.
No, you don't have to make another one.
If you
Um,
keep lying, like.
Do you guys are you involved in any criminal activity at all?
That's what. Yeah, we're totally
He
criminals.
sort of looks
totally.
at you and he says, "Who's asking?"
This guy who
My
looks a little
research
too old
paper.
to go to high school is like, so you guys know
No,
where
no,
my
I don't mean.
What are you research? Wait.
I mean, I'm like, I have a newspaper.
Oh, so you're gonna advertise to all of Durham that these guys are criminals?
That's not what I was saying. I just said I wouldn't mark his name down or anything. I just wanted opinions. It's like an anonymous interview. I mean, I am for my research paper. Hal is
Where are
so
you?
bad at talking to people.
Can Olaf help him out a little bit?
Would Olaf be helpful? I thought I was imagining
Yeah,
Olaf
Olaf's
went to the
just saying.
bar to get drunk.
Yeah.
I mean, he has high charisma.
He's with Busto.
Yeah, he's with Busto.
Wait,
I
but
got this. I got
No,
this.
you don't.
I got this.
Okay.
Because he said he was gonna go to the bar to get a drink when he was leaving. What did you say?
He has
I
a
said I was
soul.
doing it for my research paper.
Yeah, you totally have.
said
this
who-
You said who's asking? I said my research paper.
He goes, you're not a guard, are you?
No, do I look like a god? What? Do you think there are any tiefling guards?
It's fair point, fair point. Okay. As far as you're concerned, no. Don't.
I
he
wink.
goes, don't wink at me. Don't wink at me. Stop doing
I'm
that.
sorry.
Are you still leaning like this?
Yeah, I keep slipping every now and again, and I put my
He
arm
goes,
back.
sit down, sit down.
Sorry, I'm just a little bit. Oh man, you know, I've had a long, stressful day at the moment. I've been asking everybody about this Lunar Knight character, and I can't get a single fucking thing.
Look at you go approach it like this.
He goes, oh,
Just a little
okay.
bit agitated. But I'm sure you nice fellas can tell me a little bit, right?
Don't wink at me. He goes, he gestures towards the pot and he goes, toss in a gold.
Ooh,
I'm tossing the
Yes.
gold.
All right, what do you want to know?
that's all you had to do this whole time.
I've heard some opinions from people who are highly involved with criminal activity. They don't particularly like him, but I want to know the opinions of other people as well. And if you could give me those. I know you guys might not like him, but if you can tell me what other people think.
He goes, I suppose some people are benefited by him, so they like him, but
How they benefited, what does he do?
he's sort of just a... He seems to be a bit of the... He's a bit of a, cardinal hat impersonator, I suppose. But, he goes...
I actually prefer blue jay glasses.
Oh, he's a favorite of mine, too. He's a real inspiration, but...
I thought you didn't like birds.
But
Fuck you.
he just goes, I can't say for them myself, but having the streets a bit free of improper activity couldn't be a bad thing for some folk.
Does he do anything besides that? Any agendas besides just stopping criminals?
You really don't sound
All of my involvement has been a bit less than savory, so I can't really speak for other folk so much, but my view of him has been he doesn't seem like a bad fellow himself, but he's definitely not a highbrow sort of operative.
That's good to know. Thank you.
Pot's looking a bit small there.
It is. Maybe you guys should put more gold in there and I get up and walk away.
Can I walk over to him?
To the table?
Dun, 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 dun.
Sure.
By the
I
way,
would've heard
Olaf's
this, I
laughing at
assume.
you.
Yeah.
Fuck
Wait,
him.
I just want to clear something up.
Um,
We're all supposed to be like planting seeds of a fake robbery, not just asking.
You guys are.
Yeah,
Not
you and
us.
I
We're
are. They're
supposed
not.
to get info.
Oh.
Us are. Us are? That's not English.
USSR.
hello.
That was a bombshell. Right there.
Do you know what he is?
I'm gonna say at this point, he just takes and he slaps his cards on the table and goes, alright, this isn't
Face up.
fucking interview hour.
Valid.
I'm gone. I walked away. I'm at the bar.
I'm sorry.
He goes, look,
I'm the Lunar Knight.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. It's me. Okay. God damn.
he goes, you know the little
Chill
one
out.
over there?
The little
The one
one.
with the spikes on his head.
Yes.
You get him to go get my friend a damn drink.
I can get you a drink.
What, me?
Yeah.
Fuck him.
You didn't bring him his drink.
That's what I was going to the bar to do.
Bullshit.
Go.
I forgot a little bit, but I'm doing it now.
If-
I
he
forgot
goes,
a little bit.
he goes, look, go get a drink, bring back your own, and just sit down for a bit. We'll talk to you. Just stop. We're not gonna be your sources of information, okay?
Okay.
We can enjoy a drink in the pub.
Okay.
I'm gonna just buy a drink, same one he had. How much is it?
2 silver.
Alright.
They're not. This is not a highbrow sort of
500 gold
establishment.
pieces
I would
Busto
buy
kinda
it.
per
like
drop.
grabbing just a handful
Per drop.
of whatever currency.
They're all good berry.
And just On the bar, or
Yes.
okay?
Drink, please.
The bartender sort of looks at you, pulls through them, pulls out a couple silvers, and slides the rest back over to you. He just goes, "Got it," and he pulls out drink, and he grabs one of these like hoses that's hanging from the ceiling and pulls it down to dispense a little drink, and then slides it back over to you.
When he's
to
doing
you.
that, I'm gonna slide one of the bottles behind the bar.
Nice.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand.
Somebody had to remind him.
Yeah.
Come
Good
on,
thing
you little
you
bastard.
never let us forget about your cult.
Okay. Sleight of hand.
No, that's not for me.
Yep.
I think it's 14.
This is
Okay.
Still got
that's not from.
It's I
me.
plus
That's
0.
from some other guy in the
that's pretty
sewers.
good then.
I don't own the sewers.
That's fair. That's
I own a percentage of the sewers.
All right.
It's like a really big stock.
prime real estate is
Yeah,
sewers.
We're
No,
not saving
so-
the the
so
entire sewers.
Yeah, I was
That's
saying
the
the
region of the sewers.
As he's attending to the bar, you just
Throwback joke.
you just reach over the counter and plop it down right behind it. And there's this sort of like the as it rolls, and you just sort of back away really quickly. In a few moments, are you both going back to the table?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. A few moments later, you return and you pull up 2 chairs and sit down.
I'm gonna sit with like the chair part in front of me.
Okay. Very cool. You're really connecting.
And you
with
fall
these
out.
youth.
The back two, like, or the front.
It
legs
happens
actually
to be a
break and I just go
stool.
backwards. Yeah, it's a stool.
It's a stool.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
You
I
flip it
do like.
around and it's the same size.
Well, I do like the idea that like you couldn't find a chair, so your stool's like really tall compared to the rest of them. So you
It's
kinda
like I'm
you're
like a
up
little
like
kid
this,
at
just,
like
looking
a
down at them.
family dinner when they get like the special seat.
So your knees are above the table.
High chair.
Yeah, high chair.
Speak up, I can't hear you.
And so this same fellow who's been speaking takes and slaps the card down, looks up at you, and just goes, both at the same time, just for my benefit. What is it you're looking for?
Information. That's all we need.
So we're
We need to know
looking
who
for the knight because he's a bad person, and
We don't-
we were hired to kill him.
Jesus fuck!
He really seems to. This seems to pique his interest. He goes, "Oh,
I just
really?
facepalm.
He goes,
Yes.
All right, I'll help you. I
Thank
wouldn't
you.
mind to see him. I wouldn't mind to see him put out of business." He goes,
Thank you.
"What are you looking to know?"
We want to know who he is, where he lives, and his favorite food.
And color. If you can give us his favorite color, that would be
What's
fantastic.
his social security?
What is
no.
a social security? He goes,
No.
"Oh,
No,
you,
we don't need to know those things.
I do.
Are you on? Is it
All
good
we need to know-
berries?
Is exactly what he does. No exaggeration.
And his favorite food.
And all
And-
my stuff.
And
This
all
is-
this stuff.
it's pretty surface level. He's
Exactly.
from my experience, personal experience. He'll
As
show
a
up.
criminal.
He'll show up. Yes. Don't wink at me. Don't wink at me. Stop it. Stop it."
I'm gonna see this guy on the street and wink at him. It's gonna be great.
He goes, he'll show up. He seems to, he's quiet. He moves fast and he's really quiet. And he'll show up. He'll take whatever we're going off with. Sometimes he'll put some people down if they put up a fight. And then he seems to just distribute the money. Some he just takes and does who knows what with. Some of it he uses to buy things for just the people living around on the streets every now and then, and some he just seems to give away. Leaves it in these weird places for people to find.
Does he have a street he likes?
He's definitely around here in the southwestern slums, near the more dense areas. It seems to use the rooftops a lot.
What?
I would try. He goes.
What the hell was that face?
He goes. I would.
We chased on rooftops last time.
Continue.
He goes. I would try. He goes up near the western main highway. It's in between here and the Fourth Gate hovels. That seems to be a pretty heavily trafficked area. I would try there if you're gonna try anywhere.
And I have another question.
Yes.
Do
I
you
don't know his favorite food. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Was
Do-
that really?
Do you know what he looks like? Even just a description.
Or
how
even if it's a
tall-
she, we don't know. Keep
How
referring to it.
tall the person is. Are they like me tall?
No,
Are they like? Or
it's not a short stature. In the range of 6 feet, a little above average.
So like an inch over you.
Maybe not.
It's sort of a dark garb. It's a bit of a flowing kind of thing. It's almost a maroon color though, not just straight black. He wears a cowl. It's hard to see his face.
We like a person who wears a cowl.
do you know what kind of cowl?
He goes.
I want a cow.
He usually
Bold
he goes. He goes. It's usually dark. It's a bit hard to see him usually. It's enough to cover his face at least.
Okay. And do you know how does he fight?
He seems to. It's quick. It's sort of a ambush and
Right.
surprise sort of strategy. He'll drop in. He seems to have some magic on his side, so watch out for that.
What kind of magic?
Mostly disabling sort of things, hold person, and that type. He's
run into him.
demonstrated some combat magic, but not. He doesn't seem to always act particularly lethally.
During the chase.
That's what I.
He says no skin showing though. It's a very covering outfit.
All right. Thank you,
Yes, of course.
Thank you for your time.
Cal.
And I'm kind of rushing back.
Cal, we need to talk to him.
He helped us.
He did. That's why we need to talk.
I don't think. No, we should do the job. Not kill. Nothing. Let's not kill him. But we need to. We need to help our friend.
I know, but what if we could do both?
Is there any way we could plan it so that we take them in, and find a way to get them back out, safe?
What I was thinking.
Ellington gives Val a favor, and we all go home happy, right?
May work. But we need to talk because we need to align the philosophies.
Philosophies?
Yes. Philosophy.
Yes, that's close enough.
Philosophy.
Philosophies.
Philosophy.
We'll work on it, Busto.
Okay. But we need to make sure philosophy is the same.
I'm sure if they weren't, he probably would have killed us. He wouldn't have been attacking the people we were chasing.
Maybe he thought of attacking them and then saw that we were dealing with him. With them.
Maybe. We'll see. We gotta go tell the others. Alright, let's go.
All right. So a big fat meanwhile.
Now I have my cowl on because I remembered I had it.
Oh yeah, good point. That's probably a good thing to have where you're this wanted. Yeah.
Yep, because I'm wanted. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, right, yeah.
It somehow goes over my horns.
You could cut
It
holes
just
in it.
works, it works.
Yeah, I cut holes in it.
It's not suspicious. I saw a tiefling under there.
So you,
Goat legs.
My goat legs.
so you,
Not a tiefling.
you two, Valia and Nick
That's my
went in the opposite direction towards the sort of border,
Checkered mare.
kind of near where you guys fought. Not quite in Peak Villa, but up near the wall.
Oh fuck. Have they fixed the wall?
They're working on it. It's mostly fixed.
Okay.
So it's like 99% out of 100.
It's pretty much finished.
Okay.
It's been about 10 months, and they
Yeah.
don't want a hole in their
Of
wall.
course, it's let alone 2.
Yeah, that's a good point.
2.
What?
I'm trying to blow her dice thing over.
All you need to do is
Well, he'll be
Do it. No, that's gonna fall.
But you have just
seriously going that way. Oh, nice.
you have just made your way into the
Come
oh
on.
boy.
That's why you don't do that.
it was so
It was
good.
it was so close.
You should pay attention.
Yeah. What are we doing?
You have arrived at the Checkered Mare. It's a kind of weird looking building. I'm gonna say it's all backed by the wall. It's actually against the wall, and they seem to have used the wall to make this really tall, kind of slanted and tilting building that looks. It's not that big. I'd say the floor space is only maybe like, I don't know, 50 feet by 50 feet, but it seems to go up like 5 or 6 floors. And so going in, you see that the bottom floor, it's just got this like bar in the back, but there's nothing like behind it, just this like rope that goes up into the air and then down the other way. And after a few moments, someone in the bar walks up and like taps on the bar, and you hear a kshunk, 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 and this little wooden platform lowers itself down to the first floor with the bartender on it,
could've been
and
us.
who starts serving a drink.
I
Oh,
love
so
that.
it's just the bartender. It's not like. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, wait. How do you want this done? Like, I normally would just do whatever, but this is sort of your thing.
I
so-
got you. So it's just the bartender. There's nobody else really around.
Oh, there's people in here.
Who else? Is around?
Um,
I can roll perception if you want me to.
is there anything you're looking for?
I'm looking to
particular?
see. The bartender would probably be the person that would get the word out the most, right?
What time is it? It's like 2.
Yeah, it's around 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah, well, I'm one. I don't find yeah, we'll just stay by the bartender.
Okay.
I'm kind of gonna look at Nick as though we're just kind of getting there. I'm like, I think this is gonna be a good one. And I'm gonna pull out like a handful of gold
Yeah.
and just kind of show it to her, enough so that the bartender can see and enough so she can see it.
Yeah.
And be like, but we're gonna get we're gonna get all of it tonight. I couldn't get the words out of my mouth.
I really love this image of you walking up to the bar and going, "We're gonna get so much money."
Yeah.
And then just walking
Better
away.
than a research
I'm
paper.
gonna be like, hey, can we get a couple of drinks?
Of course. Is there anything in particular you're looking for today?
What are you guys? This is a nice.
What's your
place,
most
so what's
expensive
nice?
drink?
Yeah.
Well, we have a bit of stuff around. You're looking for just trying to get drunk or having a good time?
We're celebrating.
Oh, of course, I understand. And she reaches down below the bar and actually pulls out these 2 bottles of Rat's Belly mead, like what you guys have been tasked with dropping off.
I'm gonna kind of look at Nick and be like, we can't get too drunk until afterwards.
Okay, listen, I've done this before. I'm not an idiot.
She kind of looks at the 2 of you for a second before taking and going, "It's a big occasion, I suppose," and putting both
Very
whole
big.
bottles down on the bar for you. Goes, "Is that gonna be enough for you?"
How much?
No, 2 gold apiece.
Give us 2 more.
Okay. And she reaches back below the bar and sort of grabs one, puts it up, and then
Actually,
Shuffles.
3 more. I need 1 more.
Zalia pulls
She
out
goes,
her Gucci
"Ah."
handbag.
Here's 10 gold. Here.
she goes,
Oh,
"I'm
okay,
not
that's
sure I don't think I have enough rat's belly for you, but are you okay with the
Gookie.
are you okay with a bit of other types of mead? You're kind of running us out of."
If you have the same size.
Yeah, she goes, "Hang on," and she heads over and grabs onto this rope and pulls herself up, disappearing up into the top floor for a moment, and then you hear rummaging around, and then a second later it goes, shoom, shoom, and she comes back down with 3 more bottles of rat's belly mead
Yes!
and plumps them down onto the
Thank
counter.
you. And I hand her 10 gold.
And she just takes it and sort of tucks it into her side pocket and goes, "You got something? You got a whole crew for this?" She goes, "Like, I'm more than willing to sell you plenty of alcohol, but I mean, this is a bit excessive for anyone.
False.
Incorrect. Just you wait.
There is quite a few of us, yes.
If we go back to episode 9,
There is quite a few of us, yes.
yeah, that's the one where I got all drunk.
Yeah.
There it is.
Sorry, did you respond? I was
Yeah.
distracted. I was thinking about me.
There is quite a few of us, yes.
He goes, "I'm not here with you right now."
No, we're gonna meet them up a little later.
All right.
Not sketch.
I gotta roll insight. Well, she got a 17, so.
Do I have to roll this? Can I combat
I mean, I
deception?
don't think he needs to roll.
Yeah, I
You're
don't
not
think.
lying.
No, she absolutely like. What, I mean, does she just think we're sketchy?
She just thinks you're sketchy. She goes,
Good, it's
She goes-
working.
"This isn't something that's gonna get me in trouble later, is it?"
I don't think so, not unless one of us kills someone with a bottle, which we're not planning on doing.
We're not planning on stabbing them.
But it is a risk.
I don't think so.
She kind of leans out.
I've never killed anyone with a bottle before.
She goes, all right, here. And she reaches below the counter and she pulls out another bottle.
On the house?
And this one isn't rat's belly. This is a much like wider type bottle with
Ooh.
almost this like golden tinted meat inside. And she plops it down and she goes, "It's not quite rat's belly. Some
Is it-
prefer it. Tastes a lot better.
Mouse stomach.
How much is that?
You have an interesting enough story for me. This one's on the house.
Nice. I mean,
It's 2 o'clock here. There's nobody here."
1 minute.
there's some things that we.
You got a story?
This is why we should not have brought them to do this.
Okay, but
Well,
she,
we could both make one up on the spot.
She wants the story though.
I'll back you up. Do you want to take this one?
You know how shit like this works, right? Like we tell you, you swear on your life never to tell anyone else.
You tell me and I forget it right after.
Go ahead.
Okay, so,
Oh
oh my god,
fucking god.
so excited. So, she knows way more about this stuff than I do. This is like my first time doing something like this. But like, so you know, however you're like, okay, I'm a little short on rent. Maybe I could use it. And you're like, okay, well, what? Pick up another job, and you obviously don't want to do that because I already have 3 jobs. And so then your
So good. It's annoying.
best buddy from fucking like what was it? It was like we've known each other for literally like 7, 8,
A while.
8 years. And so she shows up and she's like, "Hey, do you want to get in on this thing?" And I'm like, my mind is blown. Like literally
Rolls a natural one.
perfect timing. Okay. And like she has like, so like how many guys do you have?
Oh, so many. About 22, I think. Here, look. What's the hope this one?
He goes,
Have you heard of us?
I've heard once or twice
Fuck
before.
you.
People in here talk. They're not. Drunk people think they're a lot quieter than they are. You know how it is.
We're coming back. Tonight's gonna show that to everyone.
All right. She takes the bottle and she slides it over to you and goes, and like, and I'd say she like slides over. You kind of start reaching for it. And she pulls it back like an inch. She
Do
goes,
you want another story?
goes
Gotta be
no,
quicker
just
than
yeah. Let me give you some advice because you don't seem to be. At least you don't seem to be particularly experienced in this. Don't get drunk right before you do something that requires a clear mind.
That's
all
why
right?
we're only gonna have 2 each.
Yeah, right.
He goes. All
It's only
right.
2
And
each.
She slides the bottle over to you and goes, "Here's your 6 bottles of alcohol."
If you ever want a good story, I got plenty. I've been dead for 100 years. I've fought a dragon. I could tell you a bunch. I could use more alcohol any day of the week.
She goes, "Now this isn't. Keep in mind, your stories aren't currency here, but I am a bit curious."
To be honest though,
Well, I died 120 years ago, and then was brought back by a little dwarf or something, to protect a cow, and yeah.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'd say she looks at you for a second and then just. Punk. All right.
What was the other thing I said?
She goes, "So, before you run me out of business, yeah, maybe that's enough stories for today. All right, She just looks so blown away. She goes.
This one saved the world. No, the region, but still.
She just like shakes her head, walks over to the rope, and she starts pulling it up, and you just hear her muttering, just like, God, I'm so boring. And she disappears into one of the upper floors.
Making it a fucking midlife crisis.
I'm gonna leave a couple gold
Oh, yeah, she
on the other
deserves
side of the
that.
bar.
All right.
I'll do 3. No, I'll do 5 'cause it's easier. No, I'll do 7 so that way I'm not.
That's just paying for all the ones that she gave you.
Yeah. Well, she just.
Well, she said she's
Yeah,
boring.
she's
That's
cool.
enough to get her out of town.
All right.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Well, if she sells the bar too.
So, is there anything else you guys are planning to do in the bar?
1,000 plus
I think
7.
we did all our bullshit.
Okay.
We have to go report back to Ellington.
Oh yeah.
And
Well,
none of us thought of a place to meet, so I don't know
so
where to
we're
meet
just
these
going?
guys.
I'm just gonna go
Are
to.
we just- we're just
I'm
going?
assuming that's where we're just going to. Then.
All right, then we're all just going to Duke Ellington.
All right.
We arrived together on the front steps.
As we leave, I
What a
want to look at her and be like,
coincidence.
she said we're new at this.
Oh, it was such a good actor.
You're amazing. So
The thing that's even more annoying.
I don't know where the fuck we're
She
supposed to be
actually
like
is.
carrying them like this.
Guys, you're literally so.
The problem is that she's so good at it.
Yeah.
Like, even out of game, that it's just terrifying, and you can't really like bullshit an insight check.
I literally
So-
love you so much.
Thank you.
I would
We're
say
all we're just carrying like bottles like this. We don't
yeah,
have-
no, I'd say I would say you would have gotten there first, but because you have so much to carry,
They're right behind us.
you arrive and you sort of wait outside, maybe pop a bottle and start drinking, like kind of leaning on
Not
the
a lot.
not a lot, but just sort of leaning up against the wall of Clearstead, loitering basically. When Busto and Cal, sort of like looking a little bit exhausted, and Olaf looking a little bit drunk,
Oh no.
all sort of wander up the path.
We've talked about this.
He goes, "You talking about what?
Yep.
What? No,
Wait.
I'm
You
sorry."
didn't stop him.
He goes, I
No,
was.
we had other things to do, more
He goes-
important things.
He goes, I was a very helpful addition.
He was so very helpful. No.
No,
For
he
some reason, I
wasn't.
doubt that. I
Oh,
was
you got
going to trust
alcohol.
you.
Valia, you got alcohol. You guys
This
did so
is
much.
for after.
You did so much better than us.
Yeah, how's it? What happened, guys?
Nothing really.
Olaf, you're in so much trouble when we
I
get back.
think we have encountered
An issue.
the night before.
What?
What?
The night
During the chase.
of the chase. And the,
Those mystery spells.
Yeah.
What? No way. Do we really think that's him?
What? Oh, the one that held the guy.
I mean, it doesn't make sense. Why would any of that happen if nobody was doing anything?
Yeah, but like it could have been anyone. Why do
Could have been
why
anybody
do we
else.
think it's him?
But we were described somebody that matched that description perfectly.
Okay.
average
Wait.
height.
Okay.
But that means
They're helpful.
yeah.
Which is why we need to
But-
talk.
We shouldn't. I believe we should help you get this favor, but we should spin a web and try to get this
We
person
can't
out
mess
of it.
this up.
We
We don't need to kill them. We'll just
Yes,
bring
that's
them
what I
back
mean.
here.
We'll bring them back here,
That's what we're saying.
I don't want to.
I think
I don't
we
wanna
need
leave
to talk to
somebody
them.
that's doing the right thing in the hands
Yeah.
of Ellington. So maybe we can talk with them, make a plan.
You better not screw this up for me.
I'm not going to screw this up.
Hey, wait. Okay. Before we actually do this, what favor do you need so badly that we're doing this for you?
A rich man with lots of contacts wouldn't be a bad idea to have on our
And
side.
yeah, I know, but why do you think he would go on your side? He literally hates us, and he hates people usurping his power.
He's going to stab us in the back.
Yeah.
But if there's anything involved that you need, I'm willing to help.
I think once we get the knight in the hands of Ellington, we should just back off.
But what if he's a really nice guy? He literally already
We have a code.
hates us.
We do the right thing, and this does not sound like the right thing. Now, I know there's a gray area
Sometimes
of what the right thing is, but
neither one. It doesn't seem like to me like either way is the right way. And I'm just gonna go in.
All right. So
I'm going to just follow him.
yeah. So your group heads in.
Can I
Um,
say one thing?
Yeah, sure.
Right before. And talking to you two specifically.
Those who do not listen tend to tread the loudest in the steps of dismay.
That's pretty sexy, Busto. I'm glad you workshopped that one.
Thank you.
Cal's gonna huff and just nod his head and keep walking.
Yeah. And we will see how their meeting with Duke Ellington goes after a quick 10-minute break. So this is the time if you need to go pee, get a snack, whatever.
Can we play the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air for our
No.
break?
No.
No,
We're already
no,
getting
no.
copyrighted
Too
by
many
Nickelodeon.
copyright strikes. Anyway, we'll see you in 10 minutes, so stick right around
Bye.
for the
Don't
second
say-
half of tonight's episode of Dice and Paper.
See
See
you
you
guys
then.
after the break.
Bye.
Good boy. We're back.
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
We were
back.
no terrible,
Beckfish,
horrible.
my dudes.
I didn't like.
Welcome.
No.
Okay.
So
Welcome.
we just left your group as you were walking up the stairs of Clearstead to where you remember Duke Ellington staying before. Actually, we haven't really talked about Clearstead. It's sort of a conglomeration of these little towers with passageways between them. But the main place is this sort of like, it's almost like a bulge in the middle of the tower with these observational windows and a big balcony outside. And that is the salon where Duke Ellington usually stays.
Maybe not.
And so your group is heading up this little staircase, a few floors up to this entrance that you've gone through a few times now, which are basically these like white stained wooden doors, which are normally just on a hinge, so you can push them open. But this time, when your group makes it to the top of the steps, I suppose Valley is leading. So Valley, you put out a hand on the door and like push, and you're so expecting it to open that you just put your hand on it and then just run like straight into the door,
Ouch.
as it does not open.
What time is it, Bella?
It's getting around 5 o'clock, so the like sunset right there. There's no response. You actually feel when you're hitting it, there's like resistance.
What's going on, man?
Do you think it's locked? It's not locked, is it?
We could always thunderclap.
You're inside.
I don't know if it's a good
It's
idea.
He's done it in the worst places.
I'm gonna cover my ears.
I'm gonna get behind him. Everybody behind him.
I'm not clapping.
Is there a lock?
I'm gonna.
Doesn't
alright.
look like there's a keyhole.
Busto, you ready? On three, okay? Slam through the door.
Can I card it?
Wait, guys, is there someone who like owns this place that we can talk to who might know where he went?
Yes, behind that door.
I mean,
What? No, that doesn't make sense.
well, yeah.
Like, who owns the building?
Ellington.
Ellington, and he's behind
Yeah,
the door.
well then, no, if he's not there, he's not there. He must have moved.
Do you think he's ever not here?
I think if he's, I think if
Ellington.
he was expecting us, his door would be locked.
But I know he's expecting me.
So why did he lock the door unless he's not
I don't
there?
know if it's locked. It felt like a
Is there anyone around?
Not on the stairs.
If
Trevor?
it's, if
You
it's,
passed a couple of servants
It
on
could
your
be
way out.
magic.
If it's locked, I'll pick the lock. How
There is,
about
no,
that?
there is no lock. I just asked.
Yeah, there's
Alright.
no lock.
Natural
yeah.
17.
Because I have a lock pick.
Yeah, so there's
Well,
something on the
17
other
total.
side.
Damn.
Investigation check.
You guys are strong. Push it.
Okay, natural 17. What do you have a bonus for investigation?
Well, it was 19.
Okay.
minus 17. Total 7.
Minus 2.
The door appears to be barred.
I figured.
It does not, from your time in there, have a way to bar it naturally.
Buster, you wanna help me? Why not?
Before we do this,
How big is the hole under in the door?
The what?
Oh, he's gonna be a spider and go through.
How large is the slit under the door?
It's pretty flush.
Okay. Would a small spider be able to fit? Trevor?
Small.
Yeah, you could probably fit
Be an
through the
ant.
bottom.
I'm just gonna start slamming into it.
Oh, what?
That
No,
might
I,
not be
I
a
don't
great
think
idea.
slamming
I'm
into
just
the
gonna
door.
start
Cal,
slamming into it.
Cal, come on.
No.
I'm just gonna start slamming into it.
Stop.
Okay.
I'm trying to open this door. Okay, this
Okay,
door,
I
why
will-
would
he's
this door
on-
be barred?
I will look.
I don't know. We're about to find
Cal,
out once he goes
I
through.
will find what is back there.
Yeah, you turn into a spider and scuttle underneath the door, having a decent amount of clearance. But the underneath part of the door doesn't seem to go into the room so much. you just sort of run right into like this wooden wall.
No, it's not barred. It's a fucking another wall.
And there's no way to get it out. There's no way to get around it.
I suppose still with your investigation, it seems like there's a wardrobe or like a bookshelf in front of the door.
Is there a crack that I can get through maybe?
It's like over the bottom of the door. It seems to be bigger than the doorway itself.
So it looks like somebody barricaded the door.
It does.
Okay. Are you gonna come out and tell us? No.
Not yet.
Just gonna hide under there like fuck.
Can I roll a perception to see if it looks like anything is like damaged where we are?
Sure.
Investigation or perception?
Perception.
Nope.
We don't hear anything.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 2 plus 0.
We don't hear anything at all.
Nope. Silent.
Yeah, I was just looking for stuff. Well, that
Alright.
yeah.
Is Busto coming back out? We're waiting.
Yeah, no. I was wondering if I had something as a spider to deal with it.
Dun, dun, dun.
However, I do not.
Well, yeah, you can't cast anything in wild shape, anyways, can you?
Yeah, I can't.
Dude, I know what you could do.
What?
You gotta turn in Busto underneath the wall.
That's what I
You
was
would
thinking.
die.
That's what I was thinking, but I'm
not
gonna not
necessarily.
do that.
Gets crushed by the door.
I mean, you could do it. You just take damage.
A lot
Like,
of damage.
Why a lot?
Because you're getting. Okay.
Because I'm squishing myself.
underneath that much of a door. Like,
And I'm
No,
9
I'm
feet
talking
tall.
about the wardrobe, not the door.
It's still a lot.
Yeah, it's.
It just push off you.
All right.
You're
Yeah.
8 feet tall.
Busto's gonna kind of come back out.
as a spider?
Yep, and then
Into Busto. It's really creepy to see you
Did you s-
turn
is it open?
back from a
You see
spider.
anything in there?
There is like a wardrobe in front.
Well, this isn't good. We might as well.
would I have remembered if there's windows?
There's windows outside.
We can get in through a window.
How about we just fucking go through the door?
Because he just said it's barricaded.
We could push it maybe.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
The DC is gonna be super high.
That's not very good. Athletics?
Sure.
Yeah, that's a 12.
12?
Can I get somebody to help me, please?
No, you slam into the door and it kind of, and you can hear just from behind it just this like of the
We're just gonna
wardrobe
sit
moving
here
on the
and cross
floor.
my
Can
arms.
I-
And now you have
Push it.
maybe like a 1/4 inch of give room at the door.
I'm gonna slam it again.
And I would also like to, and I get advantage.
Oh yeah, because you're big. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that
That's
was
a
a
decent
good.
roll.
Athletics.
Yeah, that was a good too.
That's a decent
23.
roll. 19.
Okay. Yeah.
I think we push it down, Adrian.
No, the two of you rear back, and you sort of look over and just like nod, and then both of you slam into a door each, and you just hear it kind of like boom, and the wardrobe just goes like flying back away from the door and clatters onto the floor.
Kills the dude.
I wish.
As the two doors just pop open,
Nice.
revealing the room beyond.
Empty?
No.
Oh.
As the door creaks open, you see two figures in this room. The Duke, who is lying on the ground, sort of maybe 30 feet back from the table, and the dark, maroon-robed figure who is currently pulling a knife out of his chest.
You already did what we were going to do.
He looks up at you and sort of almost seems surprised, and then he grabs onto this rope that is tied around his waist, and he yanks it once.
Entangle.
Yeah, go ahead. That's fine.
Oh, that's.
I'm gonna run at him. I'm just gonna start running at him. And I'm gonna pull my short sword.
I believe it's a DC. Yeah. Strength.
He's
check.
getting pulled out of the window. I should know.
Okay.
Entangled.
I'm
So
not-
actually, so do I have a reaction then? Because I thought he was just jumping out.
No. As I was saying, he yanks on this rope, and you see it. The slack just disappears, and it pulls him
Actually,
sideways
can I?
out of the broken
Is it
window.
too fast, or can I try to shoot the rope with my bow?
Yeah, way too fast.
Yeah.
However,
Honest, probably not. You can run out. You can go after.
I'm running
him.
after him.
Okay.
Unless he entangles him, and then I'll get right there.
however, I would like to be an asshole.
Naturally.
Nice. Of course.
I would like to use my reaction to conjure a vine that sprouts in an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range.
Okay.
Is it
Uh,
action or reaction?
It is a bonus action, and I can with Warcaster. So it is called Grasping Vine. Make a Dex 16. Please fail. Please, for the love of God, fail.
He's got like
Saving
a plus
throw?
80 dex.
Yes.
18.
All right. So, yep, that was useless.
What level
I
is
just
that?
level 4.
Fuck!
Jesus.
Can I cast blink to get closer to him?
It would have brought him 20 feet, and he couldn't have moved. So.
Yeah. So I'll say, yeah, this vine pops out as he's going and like wraps around one of his feet, but just like it like barely catches onto his foot, and he just kicks and it just snaps as he goes flying out the window. And you actually see as he goes out the window, he doesn't just go straight; he goes straight and up.
I'm gonna run to the window. Where is he? Can I
Sure.
see him at all?
Go ahead
I'm
and
gonna
roll
run to the
perception.
window as well.
I would also like to run to the window.
16.
That's cocked. That's not cocked. Yeah, that's 9.
Wait, are we all running to the window?
Don't say it. You got a fucking great roll.
What'd you get?
25.
25.
And I got 16.
You catch like the tail end of this figure as he is pulled up onto the rooftop, and then just takes like a book to the east and jumps onto a neighboring building.
How high is the
Yep,
roof?
I
How
would
high is
like
the roof
to-
from us?
I would like to cast Wild Shape.
Is there a window on the other side?
You're so smart.
Yeah, there's one bordering the way he's going.
How
Okay, I'm gonna run over to that.
how
one.
high is the roof from us?
The roof up
Yeah.
10 feet maybe.
Can-
It's not really the roof proper. It's just this overhang from the bulge in the
How
middle
easy
of
is it
the-
to climb?
Do you have a climbing? Do you have any climbing prowess? It's gonna.
If I cast blink, can I just go up there?
It's
Do I have
30
I
feet.
don't
in
know
a
how
direction
blink
you
You
can
works.
have to
see.
see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can.
If you jump out the window,
And then-
you might be able to see.
Exactly.
That'd be cool.
I'd say yeah, you can pull that off.
Oh no.
But
Can I actually?
I'm
you know
reading
what?
how blink works right now just to make sure, because I feel like it's just you go into the ethereal plane and then you can move. But I don't know.
Dude, fucking.
It's ethereal.
We're.
Ethereal.
I'd like actually. Can everyone roll initiative for
Yeah.
me?
Oh god.
Nat 20.
Natural
18.
20.
Fuck you. I fucking hate you. That's what happened last time. Oh, I got a nat 20 and my initiative's one higher than yours.
Did you guys both get nat 20s?
Yep.
18.
7.
Wow, you have +5. Holy shit.
Yeah.
So hold on, what's your plus initiative?
Cal, what's your plus to initiative?
0, so it's I got
Yeah,
18.
I can appear to any place I can see within 10 feet.
All right.
Actually,
But it's on when I cast it. It's on my next turn. Did I cast that before or after I rolled initiative? That would determine whether or not I jump.
So wait, you move on your next turn
I cast it, and then on my next turn I can move to a spot.
because you're in the ethereal plane.
Yeah.
So I think.
So did I cast it before or after initiative? Because if I wouldn't cast it if it was before.
I'd say you
I
can
mean,
cast
after.
it as you're jumping out the window and then just up onto the
Oh,
roof.
that's
Okay.
so cool.
All right.
So, am I on the roof?
Yes.
Sweet. I'm glad nobody thought to check and see if
So,
Ellington's okay.
he had a knife in his chest.
Did you say he had a knife in it?
Yeah, he
Oh.
just stabbed him.
I just
So,
heard it say,
Valia, you're on the roof. So you'd be a little bit closer.
and I can totally see him now.
Oh yeah,
It's a guy.
male shaped.
Okay. Well, we saw him for a second, didn't we?
Oh, Trevor.
You don't need to switch to the battle map though.
I'm just gonna do the.
Oh shit!
Woo!
You can't
Um,
see it.
Nice.
Yeah, Buster can see
Wait,
it.
come over and see. Come over and look.
It's just
cool.
a thing though.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
Yeah. So you three are by the window. Valia's on the roof. Busto, you're first in the initiative order.
So I would like to jump out the window
Okay.
and cast Wild Shape
All right.
and turn into a giant vulture.
A giant.
Oh, that's
Giant
just
vulture.
lovely.
Wait,
How big is,
wait. How much? Like, how big is this
how big
vulture?
is
No,
giant?
it's not that large.
I know,
Can
but
you carry me?
So how
No.
big?
It's actually considered a
Or a
large
bird
beast.
of any kind.
It's actually considered a large beast.
No. That's a hydra. That's not a fucking vulture.
He wild shapes into a hydra.
It's actually a large beast, Trevor. Could I pick someone up?
There should be some.
What's your
idea.
strength
My natural strength,
Will-o-wisp, yeah.
as the vulture?
15.
Can a vulture carry someone? You're large, so
Yeah.
I mean, I think you could. I'll say
Carry
this
Nick.
giant vulture can carry a person,
Carry
one
Nick.
person.
Nick.
Me, I weigh nothing.
I'm gonna go out the window, like.
It's not your turn yet.
But did I didn't have initiative already, like before initiative? Because I was already at the window and then he started talking, so I was like,
Okay.
Can I just say I climbed out the window and started to climb up the side of the
Okay,
building?
we'll say you can use your climbing speed to get up
Okay.
on your next turn.
And then I would like to use, once I pick her up, move 60 feet.
All right.
Hell yeah, dude.
Because that's one movement.
That's awesome.
Jesus Christ.
That's one move.
And
One
you can
movement.
dash?
As
Holy
a vulture.
It
shit.
should be a will-o-wisp. Just use that or something.
It's fine. We'll just use Busto.
We'll just use Busto. It's okay.
Wait, I'm gonna move him forward a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. This way I have some adjustment room.
Holy shit.
What?
Trevor made me a spell because I wanted something. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fucking badass.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It's not what I asked for. It's better.
Holy shit! How fast did you guys go?
60 feet.
He's got 60 feet a turn of movement
There you
speed.
go.
Yeah. So
Right.
Busto
I'm gonna catch him. It's the moral
Musto
of the story.
starts running and just into a vulture, and just like as he's turning into a vulture, these just two claws just come out and grab Nick by each arm, and then they just soar out the window after him.
I'm like, eat me.
All right.
That's okay.
Yeah, Velia, you're up.
I'm gonna dash
Okay.
to catch up 60 feet.
I do need you to. You're crossing a roof, so I do need you to make a
Acrobatics.
acrobatics check. DC 16, or you're gonna lose half your movement.
Didn't make it. So I go 30 feet.
No, you lose half your movement
Oh,
of your
so I
first
go-
thing. You can dash once you're over the roof. You lose 15 feet of movement.
Then I don't want to dash. Or do I still have to?
Your dad.
You already said it, dude.
Yeah.
Okay,
40.
fine. I move 30 feet.
So
That's it.
45 total.
Dash is 30 feet, or is it double
Dash
my
is
movement?
your
I thought it
Dash is 30 feet, and then he's saying that there's a 15 foot
I'm sorry. I
penalty.
thought dash was just double
just-
my movement. And
No,
if
you
I
just
half
get
my
a
movement.
you just get a penalty, 15 feet.
Okay.
Movement. Yeah. So
I thought it
Valia.
was fucking. It's confusing. No.
Dungeons and Dragons is hard.
Trevor
Jesus.
now realizes how quickly we actually could move.
Yeah. So Valia takes off and you like jump over the roof, but don't quite make it, and just slam a hand on the edge of it, and then pull yourself up and keep running forward. Then it is the figure's turn. And
He's like, holy shit.
They just appeared. What the fuck was that?
I've only used blink once.
Is it?
I know exactly what he's doing.
yes. Sorry, I'm just thinking.
Yeah, sorry, dude.
So
I see he's in trouble. Oh, he's gonna dash.
he's going to use another 30 feet, 30 feet of movement.
And I'm just.
And as he's running, he sort of sees you swooping near him, Busto, and he throws out a hand. And can I have you make a wisdom saving throw?
It's the one thing I'm good at.
You are good at it.
What's the DC?
15.
Alright. I rolled natural 15 plus 8. So
Jesus.
23.
All right. Yeah. You feel this like stuttering of your wings, but you manage to overcome it, and you just keep flapping as you head off, keeping like a very close tail on this figure.
Can I do, or is it? No, no,
I am going to use action surge to get a little bit of distance between you. And do I get for action surge? I'm sorry, I never play fighters. Do I get a full turn, or is it just another action?
Action surge
It's
is
an action.
So I
Yeah,
can
it's
use
just one
dash.
action.
It's
So I
not
just
turn surge.
And you
Trevor.
cannot use a spell.
really.
Yeah. Can't use a spell on action surge.
Can't?
Real
Oh, yeah,
fast.
no, you're
How
right, you're
far?
Only weapon attack.
How
Like
far
this.
up are we?
Fighters.
Fighters.
You're about these buildings are about 40 feet high.
I'm so fucking.
So if he
far.
fell off of one like dead off, that would not be good.
It wouldn't be
Well,
great.
then die, I assume.
It wouldn't be great.
Depends on what he falls
But
on.
Cal, it is your turn.
I'm going
You are
to.
currently, I think,
So far
about
up.
120 feet up.
I'm going to run my movement, action dash, and then
60 feet.
use my action surge and do a dash as well.
90 feet.
So that's
total,
90
he's
feet.
30 away. So he's up to us.
Nice.
I'm past you guys.
No, you were
No,
120
remember, because
feet.
he went 60 feet in front of me, and he hasn't moved since then. So I'm 30 feet in front of them.
That's true.
I don't
Yeah.
even know math.
I think.
And we just got pushed back. No, he just went further.
Yeah, I think Adrian just did what we call an Usain Bolt
I'm-
and just
Yeah.
fucking
I'm
bolted.
further behind them.
Yeah, he did move 90 feet.
I'm further behind him.
You are?
Yeah, I got 45. They got 60.
Yeah, he's
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm 15 behind.
This is so much easier to keep
Yeah.
track of Trevor than last
I
time.
know.
Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much.
Yeah. So you as you guys are like struggling to recover, Cal just fucking just comes flying. Oh,
trail of
wait,
fire.
Shit, Cal, I do need you to make a DC 16
Dex it?
acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Okay.
Oh shit. Oh.
Is that cocked?
You can
No,
roll.
it doesn't look like it. It's obvious.
If I move that,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I didn't think it was that cocked. Oh, okay. What? Okay then. I think I have acrobatics.
Yep.
That's 14 straight.
Okay. So you go
I
back.
thought I had a plus in that. Fuck.
You're still only that far behind. It's fine.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, real fast. Is he approaching a building gap? A gap in?
Yep.
He is.
He's approaching another gap.
How far away is he?
20 feet maybe.
Okay, good.
Here. You know what?
More things.
mark gaps. I don't think we can keep track of it.
Nah, let's just theater of the mind.
Okay. Nick, you are up. Cal just booked it past you, and you're hanging from a vulture.
Yeah.
Currently.
I don't know if I really can do anything. I'll wait. I'll wait.
Okay. You can just ride Busto for this round.
Yep.
All right. Busto, it is your turn.
Oh no. Oh
no.
Shut up, guys.
That was better than the bulge one
Arthur.
with the stained white doors.
So I would like to dash.
So you catch up to him.
That's the moral, and I would like to do.
Don't go too far. Don't go too far. Trust
You
me.
don't even need to.
Doesn't matter.
You don't need to dash.
Okay, I don't need to dash. Whatever. The moral of the story is I then,
Can you cast while you're a
No.
vulture? No.
however,
You are carrying an
I
angry
can
halfling.
pick up and drop things.
Yeah.
You'd have to let go of Nick.
Drop
Yes,
me,
and I drop
me,
Nick
drop
on top
me.
of him.
Okay.
Now he's riding this guy.
All right.
Woo!
You.
Don't
Yeah.
say it.
Damn.
Did it.
Good job.
All right. That's gonna be, I guess a. How much do you weigh, Nick?
Probably not a lot. Like, if me person size weighs 100 pounds, she probably weighs like 60 or 65.
Okay. As you're falling, he's gonna kind of just try and like catch and push you off to another side of the roof.
Okay.
So I'll make a strength saving throw. What do you guys suppose the DC on this is?
Well, I thought it was a death
Just your
save,
roll.
because I was
Context.
expecting more so like she's coming down to stab him, and
It's
it's
not her
more
turn,
so of like
but yeah.
trying to get out of the way of the
It's
knife.
not
Yeah,
my
it's
turn,
not her
but I
turn.
can just grab him. Can't I just get it?
Could make a grapple. Could do a contest. That
Yeah,
makes
that's
sense.
what- that's
yeah,
what I
you're
was
getting
thinking.
dropped. This will be a reaction.
It's just a
though.
contest.
Okay.
All right. So.
Wait, with
uh,
strength?
Yep. Strength con.
And then can I still attack? Because I didn't dash. I'm just dropping her, and I guess that would be a bonus.
Can you attack as a hawk?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Sure.
I can
Nice.
still attack as vultures.
vulture. Sorry.
Yeah, well, anything.
I meant like spells.
9
Yeah,
plus
no, like
2,
shit.
11.
17 minus 2, 15.
All right.
It's not a legacy, you have
Yeah.
to. It's a
Good
racial
news,
trait.
boys.
He would be grappled.
And wait, so does that give me double advantage?
My minus 2 in strength grappled someone. I was so.
It lets you cast.
Now, Trevor,
that's-
this is
that's
a very
Trevor
good
rolls for you.
question.
I don't think you get advantage when they're grappled.
Here, I'm looking.
No? Oh, well, I have advantage anyway.
Why do you have advantage?
Pack tactics.
Oh, vultures, right.
Yeah, dude, I animal shit. And I would also then like to.
It's just it gives you spells.
What?
I know, but well, it lets you cast.
Oh,
them an
that's
extra
not a
time,
d20.
right? For long rest, because you can.
If
That
you have-
hits,
if you
I assume.
Prepare.
So 23
Hell yeah.
to hit on the
All the
first,
spells. I don't have them.
and that's.
All the spells I have, I can use.
God, Jesus
So-
fucking Christ.
so
8
that
damage
is
on the
actually
first.
cast.
Jeez. All right.
It's whatever the spell is.
Right, but I have to use an action.
Does a 19 hit?
Hellish Rebuke is a reaction.
Yes.
Darkness is
And that's gonna be a
Thaumaturgy is
Talon
cantrips.
attack.
What was your first one?
My first attack was a beak attack.
Okay.
Wait, guys, guys, we do not
That's
want to
not
kill
how
him,
it is.
right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna hurt him.
Okay, yeah, good. Let's hurt him, but not kill him.
That's a total of 10 damage. So 18 total.
Okay. 18 total.
Yeah. An 8 and a 10.
This guy seems like he can take.
Okay, and a 10.
What are
Oh,
stats?
by the way, Olaf's checking out
15, a 10,
Ellington.
and a 15.
Okay, Olaf is.
Let's see.
expected
We got
second.
somebody on Ellington.
True.
That's good.
Yeah. So
10?
Busto
10 AC.
I thought about it. I'm like, somebody needs to check on him.
swoops after this figure and just like releases Nick. And I'll say there's like a weather vane or something on the building, and you just catch it with one hand and then swing around and just grab the back of his collar,
Oh, yeah.
and you kind of see it just jerks to a stop, and then Busto just swoops in and just like a beak like right to the head, and then just this claw just right down his. He like tries to throw up an arm and just gets a claw right across the forearm.
When can I use my turn?
Because she did help
When
pull
it,
an
no,
action.
I need.
It's at
I-
the end of
I
the.
use
Yeah,
Oh.
but you were at the end of the initiative.
Yeah, and then it went back again. So,
So do you?
it's gone.
Does she get 2?
No, it's gone. It's just gone. If
Wait,
you hold it and
I
then it goes
can't-
past it, it's gone,
I
right?
can't hold my turn if I'm at the end.
It would be.
I thought it worked like it's up till that next person's turn. They can use it.
It's a good
That
question.
might be it.
It's a
That
good
might be
question.
it.
Because
I'll check.
it doesn't make
I'm
any sense.
pretty
Yeah,
sure-
No, you're right. I think you're right.
Because that doesn't make sense to hold the initiative order, especially because that limits the last whoever gets last in the initiative.
I think you're right. Yeah.
But that's my assumption.
Oh, supposedly, actually, you're not supposed to even be able to delay your turn in 5e. There's
Oh,
just
really?
readying actions.
We do it. It's
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
homebrew rule.
That's a 4e mechanic technically.
Yeah, but we like it.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's a good mechanic.
So does it go to the end of the initiative order?
I-
or the-
I would say back to your own turn.
Yeah, I would say.
I like that. That's smart.
So can I go?
So you
at
can have
some
2 turns
point?
right in a row if you want to.
Yeah,
I'll just go twice.
but
on
at
my
the
turn.
cost of. Okay.
You just go twice in one turn?
I'll just go twice on my turn. Because if
Okay.
if I have to go before my turn, I'll just go before my turn and then have my turn.
Okay.
And then it resets.
So whose turn is
Well, we'll figure out. The
Yeah,
rule.
whose turn is it? That's the
Yeah.
the
Whose
rule
turn
is,
is it?
I just finished mine.
it? Okay, so it's
It
mine.
would- So it would be Valia's turn.
I'm gonna run 30 feet ahead. Okay, how far away is he?
60 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna cast.
Don't do what I think you're gonna do.
I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, because you're gonna hurt them.
No,
He can't. He doesn't have range on it.
No,
Doesn't have range?
no, I don't.
The one you're thinking of, it's 20 feet around. It's
Yep.
10 feet in any direction from him. So it's a
Oh.
20-foot sphere centered on him.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
But it's fucking badass.
It's a cool ass spell.
It's the way you set it up.
It's
Okay.
not as like harmful as fireball though, right?
What?
It's not as harmful as fireball though. Right?
Does the same amount of
Same
damage.
I'm going to cast Fog Cloud. Right in front of him in that little gap, so he can't see the other side of the building, and he can't really see, depending on how far away it is, he can't really see anything.
It's actually
All
quite
right.
smart.
So
Yeah.
hopefully it'll take disadvantage on.
How does fog cloud work? I'm sorry.
Fog Cloud
Can you
is.
just read that to
Heavily
me?
obscured. I believe.
You create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point within range. The sphere spreads around corners, and its area is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration, which is concentration,
Up to an
or until wind and moderate or greater speed disperses it.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait. And we can see because it's not in us; it's just in front of him.
It's in front of everybody
Yeah,
who's
it's in front
behind
of
him.
So
it's in
we
that
can't
building gap.
Go forward.
You
but
guys
we
can't
won't
go
get
forward either.
disadvantage on it.
If you fly out, if you're flying, right, you can just fly over it.
Well, she's not on Busto anymore.
Yeah. So
What I want to know is
If you're
he
jumping the gap.
visible to stab? Like, will I have disadvantage? Is he? In
No,
the
he-
fog?
you
well,
can
no,
see him,
It's,
but
it's
if he
in
jumps-
front of the gap. It's
yeah,
in the gap.
it's
Okay,
in the gap,
delicious.
so you
Well,
can't
if
see.
you do want to stab him, pretty sure you'd
It's
have to end
yeah.
the grapple.
Yeah, you
Well,
do.
I don't
yeah.
think there's a big deal about that. Because
Okay.
like,
You kind of got him cornered.
Basically,
Yeah.
how far? How wide is the gap?
10 feet.
He can't see where he's about to jump from or where he's
Yeah.
jumping to.
okay,
It's
awesome.
smart. It's really smart.
Yeah.
Um,
Call.
I
It
was
is.
going to do darkness, but I'm not.
It is
I'm
his
far.
turn though. He would still be grappled by you.
Bitch, you can't jump that.
Safe. And that's
See.
his, and
Yeah.
that's
So I'm
a-
just gonna try and escape.
That's his action.
Yeah, it'd be his action. I'd still have a movement if I escape. It's another strength contest.
Oh really?
Yep.
I have no strength.
We like to drink.
15.
6.
Okay.
Oof.
Yeah, so
I
he,
thought
he
you were
reaches
gonna say
back and he
16.
just like
Hey, look, we're on
pulls
the
your
same page.
hand
It's your
off
turn.
of his cowl. Yeah, he just like pushes your arm off, and kind of like stumbling, tries to continue running down the roof, and I suppose like sees this fog cloud, and kind of just like, alright, fuck it. Yeah, he just books it into the fog cloud, and attempts to jump across. I'll give myself disadvantage.
Do you not need to?
I don't think I need to. Oh boy.
Remember rolls.
Oh boy.
That is a ruh-roh, Raggy.
Yeah, right.
Somebody seems like they're about to fall down 40 feet.
Okay, so I'm gonna take. I get 20 feet subtracted from the falling damage.
Shit.
That
Oh, I was supposed to have it. Well, I rolled the 4 first, so it wouldn't have mattered. So I'm supposed to have advantage on dexterity. It doesn't matter though.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so
I made it,
yeah,
so-
he's gonna lose. Yeah, I'm gonna say because it's so foggy, he doesn't just lose damage, he just falls. Yeah, so he runs into this fog cloud, and no, it would be 2d6 since
Oh.
I still have Cat's Grace. So, let's take
Did somebody
2d6.
take a little tumble?
Takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Take a little tumble.
I roll low just all the time apparently, and so you guys see him just run into the fog cloud, and then you just hear like a
Just flat. You don't
and-
see
and
it.
then-
You only hear it.
and then yeah, you just hear like a in the
Did he
alley
make it?
below.
Did he make it? Nope.
No. And Cal, you would be up now.
Kershwine. I'm just gonna kind of smile to myself. I just with that one. Thanks.
I will actually kill you.
This is a tough decision.
I don't want that.
I don't know what to do. I'm gonna use my.
More damage.
I don't want that. No, you don't. Why did you put it?
Okay.
Also,
I'm gonna use my movement, and then my action to just dash.
Okay. You'd be up right here. And he's
Down.
here, so I can move everybody back. 3, 4. Somebody say something funny.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Good one.
Thanks.
I'm not gonna
Something
say
funny.
it. I'm not.
I said it funny.
Is that comedic?
Comedic.
Yeah, so again, like right after I'd say he disappears over this edge, Cal just comes like sliding to a halt, up near you guys.
I'm
but-
gonna put my arm out and wait for my friends to come,
Okay,
so that they don't fucking.
but Nick, you would be up now.
Cool.
2 times.
There's a building or something right here before it goes down, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna tie a rope onto that and slide down.
Okay. Gotta get forward. Oh, it would be 20 feet or so. And so you have to go forward 5, 10, 15, 20 feet first.
Yeah.
So you're probably not gonna make it all the way down.
Well, I'll use my bonus action to dash.
Okay, yeah.
She does.
So Nick just like runs, I guess kind of just runs past Cal with his arm out and maybe like ducks under his arm, and then like you pull
I
your
held it up too high and she went.
Yeah,
shoo.
yeah, you just whip your rope out and like lasso it around some alcove, and then just like jump over the side and slide down towards the alley below. It is 40 feet down, so you'd be about 10 feet off the ground, unless you
do I
want to
have
just
another
drop.
Do I only have
You
30
can
feet
drop
of
if you'd like.
What is
No,
that?
it's your
1d6?
movement. Your movement is only that fast.
Oh,
You can make an
right.
acrobatics check if you'd like.
Oh.
The
I
only
guess
reason
to
that guy
just
was
like
able to get
slide
down
down
there
the
is
rope.
he
Yeah, if I suppose if
have
you're just sliding down the
idea.
rope, that's a little bit less.
What?
I can tell you no.
Why?
15.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say you make it down. You're gonna take 1d6
That's okay.
or worth of falling damage.
I don't know if I really want to do
2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
And so because you, so you
And
just
then
like
not
fireman's
frozen.
pull down this rope and land in the alley where you see him kind of like almost like kneeling on the stone cobble ground below you, just to your.
If I'm
Left.
not wrong, it's my turn again.
Oh right, yes, I suppose it is.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think I'll stab him.
Okay.
My turn again?
You'll what?
Stab him. Because you guys are attacking him. That
I
means
know
I
what I want to
can
do.
too.
I'm less excited.
You gotta catch up first, my dude.
No, I don't.
Oh,
Okay,
If I catch
shit.
up, I still
I'll
have to go
just
down.
for it.
Why
I'll
not go
just-
down then catch up? I have a really good idea how to do that.
Jump off.
No.
Cause I'm free.
I just want to do this.
Aim for the bushes.
Does 18?
I'm so
hit?
sad. Fruit
cart?
18 would hit.
Just land on the canopy and you fall straight through and die.
Oh, the banana.
Never said that again. I know, Nate. I got it.
So 12,
That's a lot of damage.
12 points of damage.
Jeez.
Oh, that's a lot
This
less damage.
Yeah,
guy's
it's
getting
not a
hurt.
lot.
How
I
does
thought
he
that
look?
was way more.
And, I don't know. I guess I'll just be like, stop running away.
Okay, to be fair,
Yeah, I did stab
This-
him first.
this guy
Yeah.
literally just got stabbed, attacked by a bird,
By a bird.
jumped, fucking fell.
I really love
and now you're trying to be like,
And he
stop
just
running
and he
so
just
I can
killed
kill
the
you.
dude,
I
so
like
he's
the way
already
you-
scared.
He hit the ground, he starts getting up, and you just slide down, stab him, and then just go, stop running!
And he just killed the Duke, so he's pretty
Yeah.
scared.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
no.
he has balls, he's not.
Yeah, Busto,
You might
you'd
just
be
cut
out.
those off.
Nick just disappeared over the edge of the rooftop, and then you heard that very suspicious knunk that generally indicates some fuckery has happened.
Okay.
No.
So I would like to fly up, as a vulture still, fly down through the fog.
Okay.
This is gonna be really weird. Can I roll perception to try to hear where that kathunk came from, and then through the fog cloud, out of wild shape and cast entangle?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Let's see how far you. Yeah, you have plenty of movement.
Yeah, that's why I was.
I guess. Okay. Go ahead and roll.
It's got a
Perception.
good perception.
Do you keep your
73.
perception stat for?
Sorry.
Do you use Vulture's perception or Busto's
I
perception?
think I get.
I think it's vultures,
It's-
right?
I think it's the
whatever you
vultures.
turn
Well,
into.
if it's a bird,
Well,
it's probably better than.
No, it's
technically
not.
speaking,
Really?
according to how wild shape works, you maintain all of your intelligence stats. So I maintain my intelligence, my wisdom, and my charisma,
Okay.
but I lose my strength, dex, and yeah.
Wait, your charisma? I don't think it's charisma.
no, you keep your charisma too.
Yeah, I think
When
you
you're
keep
a
the
bird,
mental
you are
ones.
as
Yep.
charismatic.
Yep.
as-
Well, I'm
the
wondering
fuck?
if
That's
this
how
is
it
if this is a
Not
case.
even-
I believe you keep your wisdom. I'm wondering if you keep like your senses.
I'm not sure.
I mean, if the game rules say you do, that's
yeah,
fine.
that's as far as I know.
All right,
So
yeah.
I rolled 19 total.
Okay. Yeah. You're gonna. I mean, you're gonna take a bit of damage from the landing since I'm assuming you were diving.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna need to get my dice roller.
Is that not?
So are you doing what you told the dragon thing to do?
Yes,
Plummet
I-
into the
I
ground.
accept-
The thing you did to kill it.
Except it's more like
What is entangled?
fly.
Is it? Do you have to make a roll for it?
No, it's a strength check. It's well, sorry.
But do you have to make a roll for
No.
it? Okay.
Okay, Busto. That's a lot of sixes.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'll say you can cast it. It's gonna affect
Nick.
like all
And
of you, right?
Yeah, you're landing in it, right?
It's not gonna affect
I believe I
me.
can determine what creatures. I
Can
Oh,
you?
that's awesome.
That
That's true.
is mint.
That's iconic.
Starting from within, for the duration, these plants turn into the ground instead of creating a creature. No,
Don't
it's just a
fail me now,
creature in the
baby.
area.
Yeah. So everyone is gonna make a strength saving throw. As Busto just like, I suppose you guys just hear this like sound of wings, and then just Busto comes flying out of the fog cloud, and just like as he's falling, he just, I guess he, fuck it, yeah, you just slam into the ground and hit your hand down, and these vines just explode outward.
All I can think
Busto,
of is, like, the
you
little-
do take 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's
All I can
fine.
think is the
Not
So
even
he might have a broken wrist from that slap.
How many
But it was
points?
badass.
18.
Oof.
But it was badass.
It was badass.
though.
Everyone has to
Yeah,
make a
that's
strength
worth it.
saving throw, though.
with
We don't.
disadvantage. 'cause
High
it was
five.
cool.
We don't.
Is it disadvantage?
No,
Yay!
no. It's just because it was super cool.
Did you make
Trevor
strength?
rolls, Trevor rolls.
12.
Yes,
Did you
thank
make strength?
God.
8. I
What?
also
Did you make
fail.
strength?
I don't make a.
Buster,
But I thought you were entangled too.
Yeah,
you're in the
falling into
you're
it.
in the zone, but 20-foot square
Do
for the
I?
duration these plants.
Yeah, you're in the
Yeah.
zone. You're in
Accre-
the
yeah.
entangled zone. That's strength, which I think he made it out.
Yeah, I did.
I didn't.
Meter beat 16.
16. All right. So both Nick and the Lunar Knight are restrained.
That worked in your favor.
Do you want
Okay.
us to end initiative?
Um,
Or.
I mean,
No, we
no,
still have
no.
stuff to
It,
do.
it's Valia's turn.
Fucking, I'm gonna hell drop.
You're held. How?
Yeah.
What?
I have just like last time. They hell dropped down the wall that was made of stone. I want to hell drop down this building
With your sled?
with my daggers.
What?
Didn't they use their daggers last time?
I don't.
You
I
said
don't
hell
think so.
drop, and they used their daggers, stuck it into the stone, and went down. My NPCs. I
do,
wanna hell
I do
drop.
recall that.
That is true.
Okay.
I'll take 2 daggers if it makes it better.
You can go ahead and, I suppose, just roll to hit the wall.
Okay. Do I use my 2-weapon fighting?
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
No.
It's the AC of a wall.
I
What-
can look it up.
That has to.
Do
be
I have to do
something.
that with both my daggers or just one?
Just one.
Just one.
19.
That is.
Yeah. Okay.
Please tell me I hit the wall with a
I'm
19.
pretty sure.
I better.
the wall
better
moves
fucking
wall
hit the wall
away.
with a 19.
Wall's just like, nope.
Yeah, that's part of my movement,
Get
right?
fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you go, I mean, now I guess go ahead and roll acrobatics to see if you can stick the landing here. Ooh.
What would you say a DC is?
I don't
It's
know,
Whatever
like-
he got is
Like a
lower.
5 or a 6?
Oh no.
Or a 7?
No, it's like at least 10.
Oh,
probably
okay.
more.
So yeah, I didn't stick the landing exactly.
All right. Well, you had your daggers in, so I'll only give you half of the
Yeah.
falling damage.
So that's 2d6.
2d6.
Give me 2.
8. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's fucking nothing.
Yeah. This is gonna be
Wait,
your
was-
movement.
That was
though.
my movement. That's
Yeah.
fine.
So you jump and you're not going forward. You're just going down.
Yeah.
So you just go to like the side of the building and leap off and just plant your daggers, catching like these loose vines and just destroy, like just absolutely scratching up the marble on your way down before you just stumble to a stop. on the
Fucking
street
right, I
below.
am.
All right.
Ugh, I hate the people that live in this community.
I think that's gonna be your turn though.
That was
dude.
my action. Or was it just
That'll.
movement?
I'd say that can be your action. You have your movement if you want.
That's okay. So I have my movement.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna run 30 feet up. Oh, and I want to disperse the fog. Can I just do that?
Yep.
That doesn't do anything.
And you stop focusing.
Yeah.
Probably should have made you do a concentration check for that anyway.
Yeah. I wanted it done anytime that turn.
What's the DC on the entangle again?
16.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have made it anyway. I just rolled for concentration. I rolled a natural 20.
That is.
Good
That's his
point.
turn.
You should have rolled on that. It is his turn, and I did roll an 18, so he is unentangled. It's still difficult terrain.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
And as soon as he comes out of that alleyway, if he goes that way, I'll see him.
That's a true.
That's a true.
That's a true.
I'm glad that is a true.
We
We need to. No, stop. We gotta stop this. We haven't been
he
talking
loses-
grammatically correct most
loses-
of the day.
20 feet. God, I'm so bad at difficult terrain. It's 10 feet is difficult terrain, so it takes twice. So he spends 20 feet to get out. He has another 10.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he gets out. He gets 10 feet away from it.
Yes.
Yes, so he's in my sight.
Isn't it just halved? I thought it was just halved.
No,
While he's
it's
in there.
10 feet of difficult terrain.
Oh, okay.
Because he's moving by me, would that strike
It's,
his
it's half,
attack of
it's half his
opportunity?
movement while he's in the terrain.
Oh boy, that's a good point. Okay, no, yeah, no,
Opportunity attack?
yeah, I'm gonna.
Can you grab
Nick,
one?
can I have you make a wisdom saving throw first?
Hell yeah.
I won't use dash this turn.
8.
8, okay. So he kind of
That
looks.
was stupid
He,
on me.
I'd say he kind of stands up and like pulls these vines away. Wait, no, can't do that. Because I already,
Use
You
an
already-
action?
yep,
Getting
no,
out of and taking
okay.
it as an action.
Dun.
So.
Yeah, alright.
So I do get an opportunity
Oh, boy.
attack?
No, you're
still
stuck.
entangled.
But he does.
Yeah, but he's moving away.
Yeah, but
from
you're
me.
stuck.
Wait,
but you're,
wait.
You are restrained.
Can I see him?
Oh, okay.
If he came out
Not
of the
yet.
other-
He only made it like 10 feet.
Oh, I
You
thought
get
I thought
one
the
more?
alleyways
What?
were
You
short.
get an opportunity
Sorry.
attack?
Yep.
Okay.
Busto does get an opportunity
That's
attack.
Uh,
And he's got Warcast. If you have one that targets, gotta be a 1 target.
Yep. I cast levitate.
What a smart
Fuck
guy.
me. Alright. Yeah. What do I make? It's a
Con save.
Con
16.
save. Con save
I
16.
swear to God, please, just do it.
What do I have for
I've
con?
used
I have-
3 movement
Alright.
impairing techniques.
Yeah.
I have
Fuck
plus
off.
2 con.
Fuck
Alright.
off, Trevor.
Come on, no Trevor rolls.
Trevor
Give me
roll.
something good. 16 plus 18.
Fuck you.
Oh.
Fuck off, dude. God damn it.
Alright. There's a. It's my first roll
Yeah.
above 14.
Okay,
good
no,
job.
I had
we
some-
all
I
get
had
a
some
turn.
18s in
We
there.
all
That's
get a
not
turn
bad.
before you get to move again.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, so he runs away, and you see him like start to lift, and he just like grabs the side of a building, and, like pushes himself back down to the ground. But Cal, it is your turn.
I'm gonna run off the edge of the building. And
I really love the variety of descent
Yeah.
tactics you guys have employed.
I'm gonna land on Busto.
Okay. All right.
Wait, are you up to there yet?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you have your movement. All right.
Can I try to restrain him?
Busto?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, first you both take 46 points of bludgeoning damage.
I do too.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's
Did he
landing
land
on
on
you.
Oh.
I'll say you take it. half.
Wait,
That's
would
fair.
that mean that he could get entangled, or is it only when he gets
That does mean you have to make a strength saving
Me?
throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it-
Oh my God.
Why won't you scroll?
Busto, you take 7
15.
points.
It's 16, isn't
It's
it?
16.
You're entangled.
Okay.
This is not going anybody's favor.
Wait, but is it when I end my turn there, or is it when I enter?
Enter.
It's
Wait, let me see.
right?
Let me check. Yeah, you're right. Does it invite the end?
Oh, I don't know if it starts when you land in it. No, it's
Yeah,
just
so-
when he casts
Yeah,
it.
I wasn't
can
sure if it
level in,
cast
But then I get entangled.
No, I don't think
No,
you,
you
get
don't get
entangled at
entangled
all
at all.
because it's not like a continuous. It's not like Evard's Black Tentacles.
Oh,
it just
okay.
affects. It's just got a
You
20-foot
are in
radius of
rough
effect.
terrain, though.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So Busto probably wouldn't have been affected because he cast it before he landed. Or
Yeah.
no, you land.
It doesn't matter. He made it anyway.
No, as soon as he
Yeah.
landed, he. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, you are not. You do take 14 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall,
14?
though.
Okay.
And what are you doing? You're grappling Busto.
Yes.
I have advantage, so.
Yeah.
Good God.
What is it? Just strength?
It's just a strength
You're
contest,
too strong.
Yeah, good luck.
or it's
Yeah.
athletics, I think, for
20 total.
Yeah,
you.
no, didn't make it.
Yeah. So you.
Wait, it's athletics?
Yeah.
No, I didn't make
He
it.
got 20 inches.
Yeah. So you just come. He comes flying out. I am gonna say you're both knocked prone
Okay.
from this collision. But like
He is getting away now, you realize.
he
that,
just slams into you,
Because I
and you
can't
just
get
you
up,
just
he's
feel the
coming right
weight
to
of
me.
his body just like
Yeah.
crush you into the ground, and then Cal like tries to wrap his arm around your neck like and hold your arms together, but you just like push him off, and he just rolls onto the side of the alleyway. But Nick, it is your turn.
Okay.
You can-
I need to try. Yeah.
You
I
need to repeat
try
your
to-
strength saving throw. For Busto's, it is you know you can
I
end
do
it
not make it.
I
on
was
your.
gonna end it this turn anyway.
He can end it on his turn.
Because it's a concentration.
Yeah,
Oh,
Wait, no.
I have to take
make a
it.
saving throw.
Yeah, I have to make a concentration saving.
it's a
throw.
good point because you took damage.
It doesn't
DC.
matter, 19.
Yeah.
You're too good for your own good.
This has affected the call way more than
Yeah.
it affected him.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so I guess Nick just kind of like from a position just watches you guys like scuffling on the ground just with this look of utter frustration and contempt. But Busto, it is your turn, so you can end the damn
I'm gonna
fight.
end the concentration.
Yeah, just lets go. Nick just drops to her feet.
And how far away is the guy? Okay, I'm gonna use my movement and tackle him.
Okay,
Your actions to get up.
Sorry?
Your actions to, or no,
it's
it's
half
your
movement to get up.
Half
He,
movement
he's
to
got
get
it.
up.
And then
15
wait,
feet.
but then he's in rough terrain. No, he's not.
He's in
No.
terrain. Oh no! Fuck. Everything I've said in this sentence just doesn't make
19 total.
Well, god damn. Even went with Dex to try and get advantage, and I got a 3 and a 7. What's my bonus?
Good job, Trevor.
It's not 20.
0. Yeah, so no. Busto, yeah, you restrain. You run forward and you just dive tackle. You just like I'd say you grab him and just slam into the wall. and just like grab by like the lapel of his jacket and just like lift him off the ground, just pinning him
that's
against
So
the side.
is that the end of initiative?
I just want to talk. Please.
What do you break out of it?
I'm sorry I hurt you.
And would I have a bonus?
Sure.
I'd like to cast Cure Wounds. Or is Cure Wounds is a
Action.
Yep.
Should
So-
he roll persuasion?
so
to try to
just,
get him to
um,
stop fighting?
Healing word would work.
Yeah, healing word. Thank you.
Trevor, would he roll persuasion to try to get him to stop fighting? If that's, I'm assuming, is your plan.
Suppose so. What? How much did he heal?
8.
Nice.
Roll
8 points
persuasion.
healed or 8-point persuasion?
8-point heals.
You have a dice tray.
I know.
The overlay is so
Ew, he's not persuaded.
I know that.
I rolled a solid 5, boys.
To persuade?
Yep.
Did you do it?
If anything, you piss him off more.
I did the original.
I don't
but,
need your
the-
healing.
We'll get back to that in a second, but Valia.
Would I get advantage from healing him?
On what, persuasion?
That should be.
Yeah.
I think you would.
If I am healing him.
Sure.
Alright.
What'd you roll the
The
first time?
DC is still really high.
Yeah, I know.
Because, I mean, before this, you did.
Eh, he got an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doubled it.
One
Now,
shot.
before we resolve this, Valia, it is your turn.
How far away is the alleyway?
40
I'm gonna
ish feet.
dash so I get up to the alleyway.
You can. Okay.
Or, because I only have 30 feet movement.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to turn to face everybody with. I'm just going to do like some sort of badass pose or something with my sword out or
What?
something. Just like towards the guy, like trying to block his exit.
It's like
Fucking
slides in.
Bring it on, bitch!
Go ahead and roll for performance. You do a
Yeah,
pretty
right.
good performance.
It's not too-
17?
Yeah, no. He comes.
It's very badass.
Valia comes in and just does a really cool pose. He's like,
Hey,
she's like,
it's up to you if you wanted, but you could even make my horns grow if you wanted.
No, that's my
no,
thing.
they get
Fuck
pointy.
you.
They don't grow.
Oh. Okay.
But that is a cantrip, so you
yeah,
can't do
I
that
know.
on your turn.
That's why I said it's up to you.
Yeah.
Wait, do
Everyone's
tieflings'
always
horns
trying to
just
steal my
naturally-
Technically,
No.
in the actual spell,
Do you
the
remember
stuff
when
grows.
Do you remember when the stave exploded and gave him a fucking cantrip?
Yeah, yeah.
He got
I
this
got
ability.
primal
he got,
savagery.
Yeah, so he- Well, we talked about it.
How the hell that-
It means he can make his horns sharper and headbutt people.
And I get
We've-
2d10 cold damage.
Yeah.
That's pretty
We've sort of
fucking
it's piercing damage, buddy.
Oh.
But
I thought, okay, it says poison, so I,
I
just
know.
figured it was another
We said it
type.
was piercing.
Okay,
It's in your notes, but
2d10 piercing.
we've sort of just discussed, and we think Valia mostly just uses it for opening wine
Okay.
Yeah,
bottles.
I love
opening
that.
bottles and
That's
shit.
valid.
Yeah, no, Valia does a super cool pose. It's really cool. It's like really cool.
My hand's going blue.
Yeah. Is his turn
Fucking
though.
bitch!
Strike contest.
I'll have my sword going out too. I don't care.
Give me a sec.
Literally the least stage of
Yeah,
any enemy we've
you'll
ever
win.
fought. He doesn't read
Well,
like
well, that's 20.
No, you didn't.
What
Did
was-
you?
Yeah, that's what that was.
What was it?
A natural 20 and a 6.
I thought that was a 2 and a 6.
I saw it. I thought I saw 20.
I don't know.
Just
You
repeat the
just
contest.
Yeah,
with me.
yeah.
forget.
That
With-
sucks.
I don't know.
That really sucks.
Okay.
Not great.
It's almost exactly in the middle of what we
15.
both said.
Yeah.
Do you?
Well,
Actually, no.
you don't actually need to worry about that because
He's gonna explode.
No, I'm not.
You're not?
Trying to break free, are you?
No, it's not gonna give me any fucking wisdom, man. You're so good at wisdom. I don't
He's a
trust.
dragonborn. He's gonna do acid breath.
All right, yeah, no, I'll strength contest you. What am I going for?
It's decent.
15.
Oh, 15. 15 to beat.
Does he meet or beat,
Let
or
me
do
check.
you
Do
meet
you have
or
your?
beat?
Let me check if it's grappling or
Wait, who's
because
meeting?
you might get to use your athletics bonus
him.
to that.
To grappling?
If he's
Yeah.
That's
breaking
what I
out
have
and
anyway.
he's holding him.
I've been
Which one
using my
has to
athletics
He's
bonus.
Oh,
training
okay.
him.
Sweet.
Yeah, yeah. That's,
Oh my god, I have a better athletics. Okay.
be? Oh,
I was just using straight strength, which I have.
that one?
Well, it's a 2.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so he gets a 7.
Attaboy.
Yeah, so he just like
He's like, stop it!
he's
Stop
just like,
it!
"Ow!"
Go away! Go away.
No, he just starts like trying to pull at your arm to get away, but is pretty much unsuccessful. Can you attack while grappled? I've already spent my escape
Yes, you
thing.
can.
That, would it only be unarmed attack though?
No, I think you
No,
can.
it's any attack.
Yeah, I think so.
So like,
It's just you can't move.
Wait, I couldn't attack him when I was grappling
Yeah,
him? but he.
No, because that wasn't on your turn. It was your reaction. Remember?
That's a good point.
Grapple
No,
is
the
just a restraint.
grappler can't attack.
Yeah.
The person being grappled can
Okay,
attack.
okay.
It's basically just a restraint,
Yeah.
essentially.
Okay. Yeah. Cal, it is your turn though.
So we're still fighting?
Yep.
Alright.
I'm gonna cast Hold Person on Val.
Fuck, I'm a badass. I'm stuck.
Just make a wisdom saving
Make a wisdom
throw.
saving throw.
What?
At least you look really cool if
Now-
you're stuck that way.
Just keep in mind
he's
you.
held.
Yep.
Don't get those back.
He's up.
What'd you roll?
7.
7. Okay. Yeah. So Val comes in, does an awesome pose, and
Yeah!
then just stays like
I was
it.
thinking that I was like sliding in somehow, and then he holds person. I just keep sliding past.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. Val comes in and just goes ha, and just right on by past the alleyway. I love that so much. Hell, fuck it, I'm putting it over.
That's what I thought. I'd slide in somehow with on ice, like yeah. Oh.
Okay, Nick, it is your turn.
Okay.
I'm that far away.
Wait. Okay.
I was
Oh.
imagining you used like ice to slide in.
That's
so you
what.
just
Me
kept, like,
too.
sliding
How long
by.
am I here for?
Hold person is a minute. Concentration.
Do I get to break out somehow?
You have
Nope.
to make a wisdom saving
Yeah.
throw.
I think-
So
Oh, every turn you make a
I
wisdom
don't
saving.
really want
On my turn or your
I wanna
turn?
talk to him. Can I ready an action that if he tries to, get away?
Okay. Yeah.
What a way to say that.
Yep.
By the way, I'm doing that because you're gonna try to hurt.
You didn't know that.
I know you
No,
are.
you didn't. I actually wasn't going to do that.
I don't trust you.
Now I'm too.
I love
far
the idea
away.
that all of this like pause for a
Fucking
second just
roll
to watch
insight,
Valley
bitch.
and just slide like fucking air hockey tape. I love Valley comes in and goes ha, and Cal just goes boom, and Valley just goes. Shh.
And I can't even change my facial expression. I'm like,
So it's like,
Ah. That is such an amazing image.
That's all
I
I
love
thought.
that so much.
It's iconic.
it's. You
Yeah.
can see it
So
so
Nix, go. What do you want to say?
I don't. Oh my god.
You don't have to say anything.
I
but-
will. Okay. I'm sorry for stabbing you. It was a necessary evil. Can I see his face?
No.
Can you take off your hood, please?
He doesn't respond. He just kind of like
His arms are
rashes at Busto.
all right.
Well, I tried.
Plus, his arms are probably restrained, so he probably wouldn't be able
That's a good point. Yeah, he can even if he wanted.
Busto, will you take off his hood? Like,
Plus, there's over here
Is it my
holding
turn?
one
Is it-
finger.
It would be your turn, Busto.
can we see what he looks like?
So I'm grappling him.
Can't you? You need to unrestrain him, right?
That's a good point.
What do you mean?
To do something, you have to ungrapple.
Yeah, you have to let go. Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing that
Okay.
anyway. I'm just going to, like, look at him straight in the, I assume, black eyes.
Straight in the hood.
Yeah, straight in the hood,
Yeah.
and just go.
I really don't want to hurt you.
I step back 10 feet, and I ready to
He didn't
disintegrate.
even take off his
Opportunity?
hood.
Is that an opportunity?
You're readying.
Disintegrate. If he moves, he
Jesus.
gets disintegrated.
Right.
Holy fuck! I don't even want that. There could be some shit on him.
Is that's an opportunity?
I didn't roll an
for
at
you,
one.
right?
Oh, that is an opportunity attack
Yep,
on me
it will
though.
be.
Okay.
Knock the wand out of his hand. Knock the wand out of his hand.
There is technically no disarm mechanic in D&D.
No, I know. I was just gonna stab you.
Chop his arm off. Chop his arm off.
Feel free to stab me, Trevor.
In the hand.
What is the condition for your ready action?
It's just
Movement. Movement outside of his occupied square.
Okay. Yeah. How far back are you?
10 feet.
Why is there no disarm mechanic?
Still have it.
yeah. I think you can just say I want to disarm them and make it strength contest or something.
Yeah.
Can I see Busto?
I
Did
guess.
he will come out of the
There are
alleyway?
certain abilities that give you disarming actions.
Did
so
he
no.
come
Yeah.
out of the alleyway yet? Can I see Busto? If he did that, 10 feet.
A little bit.
Cool.
Or but did you stay in the alley, Busto?
How,
probably
Well, how long? If he
Were you
was,
in or out of the alleyway? Which
In.
then no.
well, is it okay? So he's not quite 10 feet.
You're kind of sharing a square with Cal here.
Yeah, so I would actually be like holding onto Cal. Like,
Yeah. So he is not
Did
gonna
you
move.
actually disintegrate him?
He's
I
not.
fucking will,
He's
dude.
not gonna move out of his square. He just pulls a knife from his belt and whips it right towards your chest. You will get to do something. Does not meet the conditions of your ready action.
Wait, no, she's not 5 feet away from him.
Yeah, but she said her ready action would be attack if he
Oh,
did
can you throw your
bad
dagger?
things.
You can throw your dagger, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dagger.
Fuck yeah.
And
Is jumping movement or action?
Does a Christ? I can't find any of my fucking shit. Plus, okay. Does a 21 hit?
yes. Yes.
All right. I don't know what the damage on it. 1d4 plus 2. 3, 5 plus 1. So you take 5 points of piercing damage and a single point of poison damage. And can I have you roll Constitution saving throw?
13.
13. Okay, Busto.
It was 60.
This knife that seems to have a slight green sheen to it
Oh no.
just stabs right into your chest, and you feel this unfortunately familiar sensation.
Oh,
Fuck off, man! Come on!
You're not out for another game. Okay, you can come back.
You're out for 2 games.
You are, however, paralyzed.
No.
Alright.
So you're incapacitated, which means you can't take actions or reactions. Can't move or speak. Automatically fail strength and dex. Attack rolls have advantage.
And I can't cast anything.
Can't do anything. And Busto kind of just and like kind of goes pale and just collapses onto the ground.
I wish I disintegrated this motherfucker now.
Hey, is jumping movement or action? If I'm running and
I
then I
guess
want to
it-
jump over
God
something,
fucking damn it, dude.
because it
I'd
doesn't say
say that just makes it difficult terrain.
No, I'm mad, dude. I'm
I-
fucking mad. I'm
Well,
pissed
that would be
right
a
now.
throw. if
That
you
would be-
didn't-
Natural
Natural
Yeah.
20?
Okay.
On the hit?
Yeah.
This would just be a
my
throw.
dagger.
Natural 20, okay.
Oh, well.
So wait. People are within
Yeah.
5 feet.
Yeah.
Do I double my? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt him that
Oh
bad.
boy.
Okay. Just do some
This is the
damage.
Nick
Just
is
here's the
fucking
dice.
scary. Oh god, that was a nat 20.
You healed that guy though, right?
What?
Yeah, you
heal
did.
that guy?
That's too many dice, Nick. Jesus Christ, Nick. Nick, a little bit of mercy, okay?
I don't want to hurt him that bad. I only do 35.
It's only 28.
Before
28?
doubling? Or after doubling?
Oh, before.
Holy shit! That's 56 damage!
Yeah, 56. Sorry.
I think
From a knife throw!
it's the jugular.
Isn't it D4s instead of
No, it's
D6s?
D6.
No, she's got a good fucking knife.
That's true.
No, yeah. Well,
Jeez.
At least it didn't turn into a glaive
Is he
halfway
dead?
through.
No, he's not dead. It just,
He's paralyzed.
I mean,
He went into shock.
Nick, you take your dagger. You see him stab Busto, and you just like, so he throws a dagger, and does what? What do you do? 5 damage? You're just like, that's not how you throw a fucking dagger. You just pick it up and just wham,
For a
and you just
split-
see it. You just see it hit like his shoulder, and you actually see him stagger back, and it just pings.
For
into
a
the wall
split
behind
second,
him.
this poor guy was like, oh, what's that knife gonna do
The
to me?
knife-
And then,
The knife went into his shoulder up to the back of the hilt.
I told you not to run, man.
That's your
He
fucking
bleeds
answer.
in response.
He bleeds.
Nice. Cal.
what?
Wait, whose turn was it?
It's mine.
Oh yeah, that was an opportunity attack. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Valia. It's your turn.
Wait, that was an opportunity.
His was an opportunity.
Mine was.
Oh,
Nick's was a
yeah,
ready
yeah,
dagger.
Wait, do I have to roll wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
13?
Passed.
No.
Fucking. Can I?
Wait. Oh wait. No. I think some saves on some spells are different than my actual spell save and throw for some reason.
Pretty sure old person is still 16.
Hang on.
Is it? Let me check.
Yeah, probably.
It's 15. Yep.
It is.
Okay, it's 13.
15.
Can I still cast spells while I'm doing
Nope.
Nope.
Can't do
You're
anything.
you're essentially paralyzed for
that?
old
Do
person.
do.
You're just facing a wall though now. Like you're literally just facing a wall. Like
You
this.
just hear shit going on. You're like.
You're just like.
"What the fuck?"
I just realized you could have counterspelled that.
Why couldn't I use my action?
Yeah.
You can use counterspells as a reaction.
Cal.
I
It,
didn't.
or oh no, it's his turn.
Oh,
Whatevs.
I'm gonna.
It was still funny how I had.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna walk up to Busto. And is he's just
I'd laugh.
he's
Yeah.
just on the ground?
The
Yeah.
guy,
no, me.
Busto.
No, Busto.
Busto's on the ground.
I'm
Suck the poison out of him.
gonna flip him over walk up to Nick and wave my hand at the Cal standing next to Nick, and just
Oh yeah, no.
He just-
Here, I'll take it away.
okay.
So this guy on the wall with the knife in his shoulder just like pulls it out, and he turns to you and Cal, Nick, and he kind of looks at you for a second, and drops your knife onto the ground, and then he just throws out a hand, and Cal disintegrates. You see him just overcome with these like sinuous cracks,
Are you the
and
Lunar fucking?
and his skin just like turns completely pale white, like snow white, and he just disappears in a puff of
You're the
snow.
I'm gonna walk up to Nick, kneel down so Busto doesn't see me, take my hood off, and take off the bandana. And then I'm gonna put my stuff back on and just try to crawl up the side of the building and run away.
But I've heard his shoes.
No one would have seen that. That's a good point. Valia's down the alley, and
Okay.
yeah.
Can I commit suicide?
Oh, you would be.
I'm held for another while.
No, you'd be out of hold person.
Oh, really?
Yeah, cause
He's gone.
Yeah.
oh, by the way,
I'm gonna do the same thing.
Cause Cal
when I-
disintegrated.
When I get to the top of the building, you see the trident that's on the ground go straight up to above the building.
Yeah, he just puts out a hand and just punk into his hand, and then he disappears over the edge of the rooftop
I'm not-
away.
We would have
I'm
heard
gonna-
the trident though.
I'm gonna
What?
We would have heard the trident,
You wouldn't have seen anything.
but I still would have heard it.
That's true.
I'm gonna run up to I'm gonna run up to Nick, and kind of just look at Busto for real quick and just be like, "Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
He disappeared?
Yeah, but which way did he go?
No, he disappeared.
What do you mean?
Like he
Where's
was,
Cal?
He's
I'm gonna kind of look at the ash. Can I?
It's not ash.
What is it?
Snow.
I'm gonna go.
I'm sorry I jumped on you, Arthur.
Can I roll something to see if it's like if there's anything different about it?
Snow?
Yeah.
Um.
Being cold. I have experience with snow.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like
That's
Valia's
an
just
Arthur
like.
thing. That's an Arthur
yeah,
thing.
that's definitely.
I
Try
feel
to
like
exploit the game as much as you can.
I feel like Valia is like an Eskimo. Like
Fuck! No, I'm gonna take some of it.
The snow?
Yep.
Snow.
Sure, it's gonna start melting.
I can cast frostbite
Um,
on it and keeping it cold.
Okay. Yeah. The only real thing of note is there's like
So mad.
some of Cal's hair still sort of
I'm gonna
scattered in
pick
the
that up. I'm
snow.
just gonna take it all and put it. Like,
And like powdered ruby.
Orion energy.
Like these little
I'm
like
actually going to
these
use
like
something.
little sprinkles of red ruby, sort of glittering in certain parts of the snow.
I know what I'm gonna do with that.
I'm not even mad that it happened.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
mad that I failed the con save. Because I got poisoned again.
You know,
That's the only one I'm
I'm
mad
sweating so hard. That was the most nerve-wracking thing on the entire planet because I was relying on.
You
Trevor
could have
rolls.
fucking taken his hood off.
about. Yeah, I got it.
All right,
I
what are
was
you
trying
guys
to be-
doing?
I wish he.
I was trying to be nice.
Dude, what if you did
But-
disintegrate him?
Disintegrate-
Holy shit!
I know.
I could have just been gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have killed you outright.
Holy
I'm 100% certain. You were at like, I mean, you ended that at what?
Dude, you
10 points of health.
You would have
Yeah,
literally
you did.
died.
You had 60 when he was doing that. So if
And-
he rolled moderately well, you would have just died.
And what's even worse is we
Well-
wouldn't know if it was him.
deleting.
Yeah, you
We
would have
would've
just
just killed
disintegrated.
him, and-
Well, no, the simulacrum Cal would have disappeared too.
Yeah.
Deleting Ellington
But-
from contact.
That would be really bad. You just disintegrate him, the other one disintegrates, and you're like, I went a little bit buck wild on that one, didn't I?
Yeah.
Must have reflected. Sorry, what are you guys doing?
Garbage rolls, man. I mean, I can't do anything.
I'm going back
And they
to
can't pick me
Ellington's.
up.
I'm going back to Ellington's.
Sorry.
Sorry, leaving you there.
Wait.
I'm going back to
I
Ellington's.
know.
Hey, where are you going?
I need to check on Olaf.
What? Wherever this guy went, he took Cal with him.
They both just disappeared.
Yeah.
Then why is there only one pile of snow?
What?
There's only one pile of snow. If
What
they
does that
both
even
if they
mean?
both disappeared, there should be one pile for each of them.
Why would they drop snow?
I don't know. Why did one and one not?
Because they're in the same fucking
Something
place.
weird is going on. I just need to get everything straight. I'm just going back to Olaf,
No,
checking on Ellington.
Listen.
Should've known that.
If they're in the same place when they disappear,
known,
that's not
dude.
going to be
Should've
two
known.
different things.
How could they be in the
Makes so much
exact same
sense now.
place?
The dagger. That is.
Because he.
You were there.
got
You
That makes
free.
so
need
much
to
sense
tell
now.
me. You were the one that saw
I'll
it.
tell you. He got free of Busto. He threw a knife into Busto's chest. I threw a knife back at him because I thought no one throws knives at Busto. And he went over, grabbed Cal, and they disappeared.
I have to believe you, but I'm still going to Ellington's. I need to check on him. What? Don't look at me like that.
Why do
Neither
you-
one of us is strong. How are we gonna move Busto, okay? I'll go back, get Olaf, and we'll come back and for
We
Busto.
should stay with him, though.
You stay. I'll be right back. The only way we can move him is with Olaf.
Am I allowed to like Stephen Hawking talk?
No.
You're
Do
paralyzed.
you have a computer?
No.
Do you have a computer?
Yeah.
Do you have a computer?
Fair. But I meant like.
Can you
No.
type?
No.
Your job cannot be more important.
This
than
isn't about
him.
my job. You fine. You pick him up.
I can't.
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean we shouldn't stay with him.
You stay with him. I'm going to get somebody to help us pick him up. I'll be right back. We're not gonna stay with him all night. We have to find Cal. Isn't he like your brother? Don't you want us to find him?
Yeah, but I don't.
Then wait here. We'll get Bustoed back to the college, and then you and I can go find the son of a bitch. I'm sure you want him dead now. I certainly do. Be right back. I'm going to get Olaf.
Okay. Nick, what are you doing?
Me, I'm staying with Busto
All right.
until he gets better. Can I make a medicine check on him?
Sure.
You can't get rid of.
You can stop
the
bleeding, at least.
You can stop the bleeding and try and get some of the
Yeah.
poison out, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it easy. Maybe if you get some of the poison out, would he stay completely paralyzed, or would he be able
he'll be
to move
recover. He'll recover.
a
Give
little
him more
bit?
time.
Because he's not going to take more damage.
Buster's building an immunity at this point.
I was
Why?
literally about to say, when I get back to the college, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna buy a vial of this shit and drink it every
so
day.
Guys, that was a 19. That's like the best medicine check I've ever made.
Yeah.
I got a 2.
So I'd say after sort of wrapping him, like, and kind of using whatever, like, I guess improvising
Sorry,
thieves'
it's
tools to
story
try
time,
and
story.
cleanse the wound, you see Busto. Did you knock the candle over? You see Busto kind of like start. He doesn't seem to start quite moving, but his skin returns to a slightly more normal shade of gray, and you can see the tips of his fingers like twitching.
Okay, then I'm just gonna braid his hair.
Alright.
Missing a candlestick.
Valia,
Oh, you stole it.
Valia, you make it back to Clearstead, with pretty good time, honestly, and coming up
Moving
the
fast.
stairs.
How is he?
Cal, is there anything? Are you planning to come back or anything like that?
Yeah, asshole. I'm gone.
Okay.
Asshole.
Yeah, I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
That's a stab in the back to me.
You come in and you see Olaf like kind of crouching over Parker Ellington's body. What did you say something to
Yeah,
him?
I said, how is he?
Olaf kind of turns to face you and he just like shakes his head.
Is the place empty?
I'd say there are servants, but Olaf has been keeping them out of this room.
Are there, okay. Are any of his guards around?
Again, they were out of the room at the time.
But, okay, so like,
I'd say there's probably 2 downed guards in
I'm
the
just
room.
making sure
That's
that
about it.
nobody's like evacuated.
No.
Okay. I'm kind of gonna look to Olaf, kind of with a half smile on my face, like loot him,
My man.
loot him and the whole room. And like we're thieves, fucker. And then we're gonna go over to I'm gonna go over to the servants and guards and kind of make sure they're watching me and not him. I'm sure everybody looks kind of shocked.
Are you guys there?
I'm not.
I'm there.
She's
She's
with me.
not. I'm alone there.
I'm gonna come back in.
Where?
Just through the door that we knocked down. Where
I'm gonna
there's
kind of
no
look at
standing.
everybody. I can't
Remember,
see
you're
him.
very damaged.
I know.
He's behind. He's
feel like
behind
I
me.
hurted myself.
I'm gonna look at everybody and I'm gonna be like, Ellington is dead.
You hear a couple murmurs and like people like glancing over shoulders to see the body.
This was the work of the Lunar Knight. He is not just a vigilante anymore. He's a murderer. He's a cold-blooded killer.
I wouldn't go that far. He's a good fighter, though.
He's a bitch and can't face us. Alala. He's a bitch and can't face us. He has to disappear in the snow.
So it's
No, he
just
didn't, you
Callan.
left.
It's just Callan Valley
He
in
didn't
this
beat
room.
us. He just left.
What?
So
He
wait,
didn't beat
Cal,
us.
did you
Yeah.
come back into this room?
I came back
Yeah,
really,
just said.
really.
But
beat up.
he's behind me. I'm still talking to all these people. I'm gonna be like, you all are
I'm
free to
gonna put
go.
my hand on Nick's shoulder when I come up behind her.
Is
She's
Nick?
not
She's
there.
not
Yeah,
there.
Nick's with Busto.
She's with me.
Okay,
It's
I'm-
paralyzed.
I'm gonna tell everybody. You guys are all free to go. Servants and gods alike.
I have a spell to fix my problem, and I'm the only one that has it. So it's more annoying.
Somebody get a hold of the MPF gods. Let them know what's happened. This was the Lunar Knight. Remember that.
All right.
Does he have a stash of money?
In
Hey,
this
my
room,
guy's already fucking looting.
Does he have a stash of money?
Not that you. I mean, probably. You don't know where.
I don't know where. I was in there. I was.
It's not in this room. It's definitely not in this room. This is where he meets guests.
Okay. I'm gonna look around because he's not here anymore. His guards probably they're gonna be
But
shocked.
I'm gonna turn around and see him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the hell have you been?
Fighting.
Yeah, after that.
Fighting.
Okay. Where's
I
the
don't know
Lunar
where we
Knight?
went. He got away. Can you tell?
This is not the time to be smart with me. Go help Nick get Busto. I'm too weak to help him. To help her. We're gonna finish up the scraps around here and then we'll be right back. Ellington's dead.
I need
Lunar
money.
Knight. Whatever we
Where's
get, we'll
the money?
share. I don't know what it is. Go
What
help Busto. He's paralyzed.
We shouldn't take any of it.
Of course we're gonna take some of it. We're gonna take all of it.
Why?
Because it's free for the taking.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
There's people down there who are
I don't
working
care.
to
They're
make it.
leaving.
They work to make it.
I'll leave them some. They
Leave
got
them-
their freedom. That's more than any gold pay.
No, it was a job.
Yes.
It's not like they weren't free in the first place. They were stuck in a debt, obviously, but they deserve it
They'll get
more
some.
than us.
Actually, I get at least 10,000. That's my fair share. I already gave him 10,000. I'm getting it back. At least.
Take 10,000. Give me the rest.
I'm not giving you any of it.
I don't want it. I'm going to give it to them.
I will give it to them.
I don't trust you.
I don't trust you.
Why?
Great basis
Why
for
would
a
I?
group, guys.
Because we're part of the same group, and I haven't done anything to you.
All you said was you went fighting. I'm pretty sure there's more than that.
No, we just
So what was it like? Where'd you end up?
top of the rooftops, a couple blocks away.
That's a
18
very
plus
good
3,
insight
so
check.
21 insight.
Go and roll deception.
That's fucking 16.
Did the Lunar Knight go on rooftops and be right?
Yeah,
That is a good point.
He did.
Is there any more than
But
just?
he did know, but
Were you
Cal
fighting?
did
Were you
specific-
fighting?
Yeah,
You
Cal
also
did
said you
specifically
fight.
say we as well. And
Yeah,
we is,
and that he was fighting.
He's certainly not telling the whole truth. He's concealing something.
You know what? Here's what it is. We fought, but we came to an agreement, and I let him go. That's the
What
reason
was your agreement? And what did he look like? Come on, I need
he
details.
looked exactly the same as he did. Why would he show me what he looked like?
You came to an agreement and let him go, and you didn't even see his face.
Of course.
That was stupid.
He's a vigilante. Why does he want to show his
He's-
identity?
I don't think he's just a vigilante.
Why not?
Because if he was really a vigilante, he wouldn't be fighting us. We're not. You guys aren't criminals.
What?
Why would he stab Busto and then fight you? If he'd stab Busto and get away. He
He
wouldn't
didn't
take.
kill
He wouldn't
Busto.
take you and leave. I feel like he might have wanted you for a reason, Cal.
Maybe.
I feel like
He let me go.
I hate to call you out on it, but do you have any ties to him?
No.
Um,
Okay, that was meta.
yeah, yeah.
That's
No, it's
meta
not.
as
No, it's
fuck.
not. Because why would he? If he's a vigilante and he's only getting criminals, why would
No.
he? Why would he hold on to you, teleport somewhere, and then you guys just be like, "Oh, it's cool. It's cool.
Because
It's
we
cool."
kind of are criminals. We're working for Ellington, the person he just killed.
That's not being. That's how are we criminals?
Because we're trying to kill him.
We were not trying to kill him. We were trying to
He doesn't
capture
know- He
him.
doesn't know that.
Exactly,
I told
so-
him I wanted to help him. I cure
Yeah, I
wounded.
know.
Yeah,
but Busto,
yeah.
He didn't want, I didn't want you to see my face.
I know.
Why would he? Okay,
Big
then
sad.
if that's the case, you would keep fighting until one of you died, and yet
No.
somehow you went to an agreement. I don't think it's metagaming. I'm saying
I
that
think
he
this is a
teleported.
Trevor
You
call.
guys
This
were
is a-
just
this is
in
a
a
Trevor.
I
fight
think
to the
this is a
death,
Trevor call.
and he stabbed him with a poison weapon, and then you guys just.
You're wanting to roll insight on this?
I rolled a 19 on insight on this.
If you want to roll insight for this, you don't get to roll any more insight for this conversation.
Fine.
All right.
Can I roll deception?
Yeah, go ahead.
Fucking, I keep getting high rolls, but not good enough. Yep, no.
The question was, do you have ties? You said no.
Pretty clear he has ties of some sort.
You should help us, though.
I should, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Good.
I'm gonna walk away and try to find a place where he stored his gold.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do the
All right.
same.
I mean, go ahead and roll investigation, both
It's
of you.
like one of those awkward times when you say
Can
goodbye and
Olaf
you
also
walk
roll
the street
investigation?
away.
Sure.
By the way, I got 18 on mine.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
And
good.
Olaf
God,
got
Nate's going well right now.
higher than me. 20.
20.
I'm just.
You don't find any secret caches of gold. There's enough random.
We're just looking for as much gold as we can.
If you were to pawn off some of the shit in this room, I bet you could net about 6,000. This stuff is valuable.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna go out to the main hall area. And. Everyone. I hate to say it, but. Your employer. Is no longer with us. I'm going to compensate you all. So. Just come up. I'll give you gold. Requiring this.
Can I add 1,000 to my gold?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna add 1,000.
So how many slaves are there? Do you think? How many people who are working?
2
here?
dozen.
2 dozen. Okay. I'm gonna give them each 10 gold. I guess that's all I can fucking give.
Actually, it would be 1,500. Sorry.
All right. Yeah. So you sort of hand it out, and it spreads like hand to hand throughout the group, and they seem extremely shocked, but very grateful.
I'm gonna come kind of up to them too, and I'm just gonna give them. I'm just gonna throw out 1,000 gold, like or whatever possessions it is too, and throw it out. I said I was gonna give them some,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna kind of throw that out to them. Whatever it is, I don't know if it's. You said a bunch of stuff, so I don't know.
I mean,
if
you'd
it's
have
gold,
to sell it. It's
cups.
just like
Yeah,
candlesticks.
I'm just throwing stuff out.
Table-
Oh fuck! I'm keeping all of the candlesticks.
Okay.
It's a big fuck you.
I guess tablecloths and like paintings and shit.
Yeah. How much pure gold would you say it was?
You didn't find any gold, bud.
Oh, okay. I added 15, and we'll just say I sold that much.
Okay.
Okay.
There's some things that are gold plated, I
Yeah,
guess.
I just added 1,500 gold to mine, and we'll just say I sold that.
Okay.
I'm
that
gonna say.
I'm
Remember,
adding
everyone.
1,000 too.
Today. We compensated you, and it's not just me, but it's my team. So, if you ever hear the name that calls, just know we're not that bad.
I'm gonna roll my
And
eyes and go.
I'm just gonna start walking out. Fucking hate Val now.
I hate you too, buddy. It's a mutual feeling.
Why do you... Chris, the dickhead is characters.
Oh my god.
All right.
Really?
Yeah.
Backstabber?
I wasn't a backstabber.
I have a fucking.
I was helping this friend, who's my sister, and I was helping that friend, who...
And you
kinda
were
didn't
hurting
care.
this friend by fucking
He was
around
a
with the hopeless
criminal.
ones.
All right. What are you guys planning to do?
I went over to Busto with my sled.
All right. Are you bringing him back to anywhere in particular? Take him. You could take. So I'd say
I'll
your
take him
group,
back to college. Yeah.
your group meets back at this alleyway where
Does
Nick is
anyone
sort
have
of.
lesser restoration.
You do, I think.
I know. I know, Trevor. I know I'm the only one.
I don't have it prepared.
God.
You guys are
Sorry.
where you
Sorry,
find
man.
Nick
It's all good,
tending
man.
to Busto. I'd say actually coming through the alleyway when you guys get back, Nick actually looks kind of pissed, like seeing you guys like
That's
that you guys
mutual.
just kind of went off in different directions.
I'm coming back to the alley.
Yeah, you all. I'd say you all make it back to the alleyway.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on myself while I'm walking back. Just so
Sorry.
you're good. You're
Grab
good.
Trevor. Also, I'm gonna bring Busto once we get him on the sled. I'll bring him back to the college, and then I'm gonna go back to the sewers.
Okay.
Sell that stuff. Put it in the. Actually, I just throw it in the vault. I'm gonna throw 2,000 in the vault.
All right.
Basically,
Wait,
just
but-
in case anybody's wondering, I got 15. Olaf got 15 because you said I got 6,000. Vault gets 2, and then all the people got 1.
Wait,
All right.
can
All
we
this stuff.
talk about this before you guys just like head out?
I'm here. I'm helping you bring Busto.
Yeah, you're.
Um,
Okay, but hey, can he hear us when he's like this?
yeah, he can hear us.
Busto, I love you. I'm so sorry this happened to you.
Mental health.
Busto, we're trying to get this undone. Sorry. Is there nothing I can do?
More than
To see if Busto's smart enough to do what I want to do. I rolled a nat 20. I'm smart enough to do
You're.
what I want to do.
What do you want to do?
No, nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is more Busto playing, like, really long.
This is Arthur being
Busto
exploitive.
drools? I don't know what you're planning to do. Not a whole lot you can do.
Nothing. It's just. It's
Long
fine.
game.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, listen, guys. Val, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't like when you leave in the middle of a conversation. It seriously bugs me. And okay, we all go through like that stage when we're like teenagers and we think we know everything.
I'm still just walking, not
But-
saying anything.
Like, I don't know. Can we like actually talk things through before we just do them?
Talk about what?
Like, I was trying to talk to you and you ran
You
away.
wanted me to stay with Busto, which would have gotten nothing done because neither one of us could have helped him in any way. I went, got help, and I even got Cal. So you're welcome. I'm just gonna keep walking.
But like, why are you acting like we like our lives and our stuff doesn't involve you?
It does. I've been here. Everybody knows where to find me, and nobody has. That's not my fault.
I mean, yeah, we all had stuff to do, but when we're together, don't like prioritize stuff that's less important.
In what way? What are you upset that I did?
Like, I don't know, not everything's about your stupid cult for one.
I didn't go there to get my cult. I went there to get Olaf, primarily. Somebody who could actually help us lift Busto into a sled. Because you and I couldn't do it, and didn't seem to be anybody else around.
Yeah, but like, just like in general, like, I get that we all do favors for each other, but I don't like you using this group as a way to promote your weird sewer people.
I'm not.
But you are. And I don't like getting used by a cult that I'm not a part of.
You can be a part of it.
No, but I don't want to.
You're not being used.
I just want you,
This could have helped us. Nobody in the call likes the Emperor. Duke Ellington could have helped us get rid of him. Now he's dead and we didn't get the guy who killed him, which is why I'm in such a terrible mood.
but
Mostly.
he was a horrible person.
Yeah, he was. Not as bad as the Emperor. We could have used him to take the Emperor out. Sometimes you have to help your enemies to get your point across. I know I've had to do it.
Enemy is my friend.
Hmm?
Enemy is my friend.
Yeah, an enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Where did you find Cal?
I don't know, Cal. He just walked in. I don't know where he was.
Are you okay?
I feel fantastic.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So Valia's heading
I
off
thought he was really
to
tough.
the drainway,
Really?
I'm assuming.
Yep, as soon as we drop him off, yeah.
Yeah, so you guys return Busto to the same damn position.
I'm so
I know.
sorry, Busto.
That's what I'm more annoyed about.
As soon
I'm
as,
so dude.
It's
it was
okay.
the
as, soon as
only
we
move.
like drop him
It
out,
was
I'm
the
just gonna
only
leave.
move.
It's okay,
I did
man.
not want to get disintegrated.
That would have been bad.
Yeah,
That
that's a
would've been-
terrifying thing.
That would have.
so bad.
Yeah, that would have been.
so
Oh.
scary.
I was because the thing is that like my mentality during that entire combat was, okay, he's gonna do some damage to me. I can soak that damage
Right.
to try to prove the idea that like we don't want to hurt him. Except that failed
Except you-
miserably.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, I know you guys didn't want to hurt me.
Yeah.
I just didn't want you to see me.
Yeah, I know. I understand that. It makes sense. Makes sense.
Okay. So
I
you
was
guys.
more so mad just that I
What?
like could have seen that
I
coming,
have to pee.
like in
Okay,
retrospect.
I'm working on it.
There's so much stuff that
I was just saying I had to pee.
So we are going to follow Valia for just a second. As Valia heads back to one of the, I suppose it would be a lesser known entrance to the
Olaf at my side.
Olaf at your
I
side.
got Will Smith on my back.
God damn it! I hate that so.
It's not my fault, okay? It's D&D Beyond's fault for having a picture that looks just like Will Smith. It was just too perfect.
So we follow Valia just like storming down one of the tunnels into the drainway.
My ice blue face is red.
Yeah, just I'd say you're just
Purple
you're,
kind of,
you're
I
like
guess.
stomping like 10 feet
Blue
in
and
front
red
of
mixed
Olaf,
purple.
and just like some of the
She's having
water
those
in the sewer is just
little kid temper.
is just like freezing around you as you walk, as your magic just kind of like shivering at the bounds of your ability to contain it. Yeah, and you get back to the hopeless ones, just like slamming the door behind you, and I guess sending Olaf off.
They'll just be like, yeah, once we get in there, they can just do whatever the fuck
You
they
just
want.
like flick a hand and he.
And I'm kind of
walks
just gonna drop the bag of loot and be like, here you go, and go into my room.
off. All right. Yeah. So you retreat to
Don't come in.
She makes a little
your
post and say,
chambers.
"No."
When I get to my
Noise
room, I'm gonna
allowed.
place a candlestick with the rest of them because I took one of those.
Dude, you got a lot of candlesticks up there now.
I got 4 or 5, yeah. And I'm going to enter communion.
Okay. Yeah. So you
Do I have to
shut
fight another
your
person?
eyes and you open them atop that bizarre mountaintop once again. You see the ancient silver dragon, Asamencir, otherwise known as Sildren or Sildy for
Sildy.
short, who is currently curled. It looks like he is asleep, just in like a snowdrift off on the side of one of the peaks.
Wait, he's fucking asleep?
Yeah,
I
at
know
the
just
moment.
how I'm gonna wake him up.
Sure.
Kill him.
Oh god.
I think I'm gonna use a new
Fireball.
spell that I got. I'm gonna cast, just because I'm in such a bad mood, I'm gonna cast cryogenic blast to wake him up.
Okay.
I slam my fists together and violently draw the heat away from everything within a 20-foot radius sphere centered around myself, and each creature in range must make a Constitution saving throw. Is he in range?
Oh yeah, you can get close enough.
That's iconic.
I didn't really
That's
want to
a
hurt.
good
Oh
spell.
yeah, I want to fucking hurt him. He can take it. He's
You're gonna
dead.
fuck with the. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna let him have this.
Arthur's losing his mind.
But it's.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's like
Did he
shooting
make?
your
Did he make a?
grandfather in the foot and being like, "Wake up, motherfucker!"
Make a con
If
saving
your
throw.
grandfather was like a powerful
Of 16.
eldritch being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If,
I
like,
do
you
have
get
a
close
plus
to
9
consonant.
to
It's fine. You take
Constitution.
damage either way. It's cool.
It just has an
Oh no, I have a
army
plus
right next to
16.
it.
Sorry, to saving
You
throw.
made it. You made it.
5 plus 16.
As long as you didn't get in that one, you made
Yeah.
it.
Plus 16.
Okay. So fucking whoops.
16 the Constitution.
Yeah,
Three. He's a
fucking
dragon. I
ancient
knew he
silver
was
dragons.
It's
dude.
dragons.
Give me a
and they're
D6.
ancient, and you have invulnerability.
Oh yeah, oh he's immune to cold damage.
Yeah.
You can do the damage.
yeah, I'm
you
gonna-
can do the effect. He's just not gonna take any damage.
12.
Just wakes him up.
Okay. 11.
There's no heat to be
17.
drawn, so I mean,
20
That's a
damage.
good point.
20 damage.
20 cold damage.
his body heat goes away.
But no, my favorite part was the description you had of it. The sudden freezing temperatures rupture ice crystals from within affected creatures, bursting blood vessels and coating the area in a thin layer of frost.
Trevor,
Yeah.
that's fucking
cool as shit.
Thank you.
Bullshit.
I assume that wakes him up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, you slam your fist together, and you see just like the
Go,
snow
Power
around you just like
Rangers.
pulls in like these ice stalactites, and there's like this ruffling of his scales down his body, and you can see even these ice crystals like forming at the edges of his eyes as they snap open and look down at you, and you see that
That's
sort
like
of
flipping off a dragon in
sort of
real life.
disturbing draconic smile peel itself back on his face as he gazes down at you. What do you do?
I'm gonna kind of look at him and like, I'm just gonna kind of go like this, almost like, come here, meaning which I would hope he would take as get small.
She's like, you're
Yeah.
in trouble.
He just
Yeah.
Cool.
Cheshire cat style. The smile is the last thing to go as he polymorphs down into a person, and you see he regains that that form of a tall man with vaguely elven features and pure white hair and brilliant silver irises. And he continues that sharp toothed smile at you and puts a hand like around your shoulders and goes, "Oh, seeing you twice in only so few months. Are you doing all right, Valia?" And you see that smile kind of fade and goes, "Oh, what's wrong?"
I'm gonna kind of take the snow and just throw it out.
Into just the rest of the snow?
No, I'm gonna keep it.
Where did you put this snow? Just
I
in
kept it
your
right
bag?
in my bag, but
Okay.
I can just frostbite it so it turns everything
You
cold.
throw it and you catch it.
And it's a cantrip, so I never stop.
He looks
casting.
down at it, and I'd say he like runs a finger through it, and he goes,
Snow.
"Yeah." He goes, "You've got some, yeah, ruby powder in here, but it's just
What is ruby powder?
powder of rubies, Valia.
Sorry, she's angry.
Have
She
the
doesn't
ages
look
dulled your mind, my dear?"
Natural 20 on intelligence.
Yeah.
Is it magic?
It might have been at one point. It does look like the sort of thing.
Apparently, somebody teleported, and this is what they left.
That's not something left behind by teleporting.
What is it left behind of? Come on, he's fucking smart. He's a fucking dragon that is a cold.
Well, I got a 3. What's my bonus to?
Fucking, it better be 16 like the last one was.
What's
Yeah.
that? Constitution versus an
It's
Ancient white dragons are fucking smart as shit.
it's wisdom.
Can he
so
get an
he gets
advantage
plus
'cause it's
9.
cold?
He gets plus 9.
Because it's snow.
No.
I don't know.
No.
If it
Come
works that
on,
way,
he's
dude.
surrounded by
He
snow.
doesn't just know snow.
If it's different, he could tell.
So he got a 12.
Better than half.
Good optimism right there, Nate.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, I'll
You're
say
paralyzed. You can't
he
do
sort
that.
of continues looking down at it and sifting it around in his hands, and he says, It's illusion. At least, if it was magic of some kind.
What do you mean illusion? Like this isn't really snow?
No, and he goes, well, it's snow, but it seems like the rubies were basically there to reflect a magical energy around and animate the snow.
That's so fucking cool.
Could you
Seal, I feel so fucking dumb because there's so many things in retrospect I could have done. I'm so mad
You
about
did it.
Yeah.
When you don't
So
try it,
this
like,
isn't from
you don't
teleporting,
have that feeling.
or disappearing and popping up somewhere else.
I'm not sure what it's from, but
Is this like?
it's not teleported.
Is this like? Could this be the result of disintegration?
Not that I would expect.
So what if somebody was just standing there and then they turned to this and they were gone? What would you think happened to them?
He's trying to milk it.
Okay. I rolled a 13, so I can tell you with 100% accuracy. He knows it's illusion.
But
That's it. That's the end
So-
of his knowledge about it.
okay.
He can keep telling you it's illusion if you really
No,
want.
no. Yeah, a few more times. Just a few more times.
It's illusion.
Okay. One more.
It's illusion.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
It's illusion.
It's illusion.
All right. Is there anything else I should know?
He looks to you and he says, "Well, I'd keep an eye out if someone is. It's certainly not a weak illusion.
You hear? You must. Do you still know about a lot of people that visit you? You still must get information somehow about what's going on in the rest of the world.
That's why I have ways of peering in back to the material plane,
Do
but
you know anything about the Lunar Knight?
I don't keep up with current politics. I'm sorry.
Well, if you hear anything, could you send me a message or something?
Yes, I suppose there's some people I could talk to.
He may have killed my friend.
He goes, and Sildren nods. He says, Valley, do you have anywhere to be?
Not particularly.
Says, would you like to stay here for a little while?
Define a little while.
A night, maybe 2?
Okay.
It'll be like sleeping. If someone comes to rouse you, off you go.
Okay.
And he takes and he puts a hand around your back and leads you towards the edge of this peak. And he waves a hand, and you can see as he waves it, it like expands and becomes clawed and silver for a moment, before the blizzard around you two begins to still. And as this flurry of snow begins to fade, the starlight slowly pierces the flakes around you, and almost abruptly a galaxy just explodes into view on all sides. 1,000 million brilliant points of silver and purple light wrap around the sky around you, illuminating both of your forms with a soft ethereal light. You feel as though you're floating, no horizon in sight, just you and Asa Mensir atop an impossibly tall mountain, surrounded 360 on all sides by the infinite expanse of the universe.
Mine's the best.
And while that is going on, Nick and Cal are walking, or Nick, I suppose, is down in the streets of Dioram when I'd say probably you're sort of walking back after Valia ran off, and this is maybe a couple hours later. You didn't really want to go right back to the hotel or anything after this, after the group kind of spread out. And so you're just sort of walking around the city on your own when, just like a pebble hits you in the back of the head.
Who's there? Wait.
Yeah, you look around for a minute and then look up, and you see a figure crouched on top of a building. A couple.
My rope,
Spider-Man.
my 50-foot hempen rope, and just throw it off the side of the building.
He just kind of gestures at you.
Okay, I'm gonna climb up.
Yeah, you pull yourself up atop this building, and you see Cal wearing the Lunar Knight garb with the hood and mask pulled back, just sort of resting around his shoulders.
I have something to show you. Come here. I'm gonna take the rope off and put it back into my bag, and I'm gonna walk over to the edge of the building where it kind of goes up a little bit, and dangle my feet off the edge. I'm gonna wave you over.
Okay.
See the citadel? Right? The key to finding my father is in there.
What do you mean?
I know he's somewhere in the city. Haven't been able to find him. But in that citadel, they keep records of all the people. And if I can get in there, and maybe do what we need to do in the process, take up the Emperor, then it's a win-win, and I just want to find him.
Yeah, I know. So that's where we're going next.
Looks like it. I've been planning this out for a while, actually. Past 2 years, pretty much. Every night. Come up here and, I reach into my bag and pull out this big stone tablet kind of thing and set it down. It's a magic item. Pretty sure it only has a couple charges left, but when you use it, when you activate those runes, you can see through all of the walls. I've mapped it all out. I've got all the guard rotations. It's not going to be easy. In fact, I might not make it, to be honest, but as long as I get that information, and maybe I can give it to you, he might be able to finish the job for me.
Well, nothing we've done has ever been easy.
That's true.
And we're still here.
That is true.
If something happens, though, I'll get him.
Well, first we have to do that, so... I might need help from the others, but I don't know how Val's gonna take it.
If she wants to kill the Emperor, and this will get us closer.
I don't want her to kill the Emperor.
Isn't he like a piece of shit, though?
He's my dad.
So we're gonna kill the Emperor.
Yeah,
And
guess so.
from your perch on top of the building here, you look out across the city. The buildings move below you, and the night is still.
I was not planning on saying that for a while.
And Busto waits in a physician's office, and Valia spends time with her patron. But Cal and Nick, alone on the rooftop, just sit together.